just start doing some recap stuff while we're waiting.
Sounds good.
All right. So, immediate, where you guys are in the middle of this bandit-soaked battlefield, you all were able to find a nearby bandit encampment, and your charter does say you are allowed to purge those bandits via sword, or whatever method you guys deem necessary. At the end, though, you had a few prisoners left. So these guys are all tied up via rope. Cressel over here, she is basically another famous bandit besides the Stag Lord in this area, and she traded her life for some info. So you guys ended up, I believe, you sent her off with like a dagger back out into the wilderness,
And some rations.
and some rations. You did give her some rations, to be fair. Um, so there was a variety of things that you learned for her. So she gave you a code phrase, which should allow you to slip past the patrols that he usually sends around his fortress. In addition to that, you also... Oh, whoops. Opened that on the wrong tab. There we go. In addition to that, she told you about like a secret way in via some boards that her and her stooges had been loosening in the back. She also told you perhaps the most concerning thing was that she's not entirely sure that the Stag Lord is who's in charge. She said there was like this weird man locked up in his like treasure vault in the basement, but in the brief interaction she had with him, she felt like maybe he was in charge in some weird capacity. Other things you guys did besides interview these bandits, you were able to kill Tuscutter, the boar that has been kind of rampaging around the wilderness over here. Brief visit to Boken's hut. You think he's probably on the up and up, maybe a little bit over enthusiastic and crazy for a potion maker, but doesn't seem to be bearing you guys any ill will.
Didn't find any bodies or body parts lying around.
Yeah, no, like mysterious like weapons stained with blood. You did find a journal that he was like, oh, I'm trying to hunt down my brother who, hit and tried to kill my mom. I think he ran away to like an old tree north or south of here, excuse me. And then just some other general leads you guys have. There's a bridge somewhere to the from where you guys are about almost due east. There's supposed to be like a bridge that's haunted in some way. You know that there is this old sycamore tree, which is one half of the location of this war of like local sentient species. It's these mites, very like small little blue people living in the old sycamore. And you kind of talked to some of the kobolds who they're at war with from the Soot Scale tribe, who would appear to be in a cave almost due south from the old sycamore. You guys have, found fangberries, you found, moon radishes, you've killed giant spiders, all sorts of things across this initial stretch of the Stolen Lands. So I'm going to bring us back over here in a second, unless you have anything left you want to interview, like the three tied up guys before they leave. If you have any final questions for them. But if not, I'll bring us back to the like overworld map.
Yep, I think we're ready to head back to Oleg's.
All right. In that case, let me just drag us back over there. So yeah, everything on the map is, has been explored. You didn't fully finish exploring the one with the bandit camp. You kind of encountered it at this like fork in the river here before all was said and done. Do you want to keep trying to explore it? It might take you a hot minute since you're dragging around, unless you're, have decided to execute them, but to my knowledge, you were dragging them back to kind of imprison them.
Yeah, we do want to explore this one because we want to find out where there's a good crossing on the river here.
Yeah, for sure. More crossings, the better. All right. Get our traveling rules up. According to my notes, yeah, you guys still have a pretty good chunk of the day because you rested like right by where this is. So, I'd say if you wanted to finish searching with these guys in tow, it would probably end up being maybe like an hour after dark by the time you finish.
That's cool.
All right. With that in mind, then, as we're searching around, go ahead and give me either survival or perception checks. Perception, in this case, is kind of looking for stuff that's out of the normal natural realm, like stuff that shouldn't be in the forest. And then survival is going to be, looking for that river crossing and any other natural resources that are in here. Oven
Wow.
spending a bunch of time, I guess, with Song, just like marshaling the prisoners. Um, keep moving the big map without meaning to. There we go. All right.
All right, guys, I'm here. Sorry.
Welcome.
You're good, man. I was just generally recapping. If you have any questions, let me know. Basically, guys got that info from this other bandit chief, got some prisoners, you've explored a good amount of the terrain, killed that boar, got some, gonna turn in that boar head, get some quests turned in, basically. In game, not quests, more like in bounty board things, but mechanically like quests. Seeing if there's anything else at Oleg's. But what they just did was they were just finishing exploring the hex where the bandit camp was. Grellin, though, on an 18 there, that's gonna reveal some stuff. So you, as you're looking around, Grellin, in terms of like man-made stuff, you find some various hard to like building materials. You see different like bricks and stuff that have been scattered around. Looks like maybe it's just been moved, over the course of time. Maybe people have tried to steal stuff, but there's evidence of some kind of man-made structure, or at least sentient-made structure, over to the west of this hex.
Interesting.
Then Ludwig, if you want to roll either, so survival is kind of looking for an additional river crossing on this hex, or just any other like natural resources that might pop up.
There you go.
All right, sorry, a board just fell off the back of my desk. Startled the shit out of me. Okay. So you find out there's a river crossing through the woods over here, about halfway up the center of the map. I'll put a small bridge token there so you can remember. But seems, not all the river hexes have good crossings, but at least this one does. All right, so it is now about hour after sunset, so we'll put like 7 o'clock or so. What's the plan for making camp here? So we got some tents now. Also forgot you also met that guy Cornwall, who basically tried to sneak up a little bit. Grellin spotted him. You guys gave him some rations, and he pieced out. But you have prisoners now, so kind of, what's the plan with those dudes? How are we camping for the night?
Well, we're going to have people on watch. And these guys, as far as we can tell, are willing to give up banditry. Is that correct?
When faced with their alternatives, yeah, they were pretty willing to give up.
All right. So what I'd like to do is they don't have any weapons. And so I think we'll give it a try to just let them, not be tied up the entire time. If any of them want to take the opportunity to escape without rations or supplies into the woods, I guess that's up to them.
Would you, if you heard them, would you try to stop them?
Yeah, but not like really hard.
I mean, fair. Let's see what they want to get out of here. Alright, Well, first of all, you guys are gonna make it through the night without anything really happening, just to save you some time. But you would wake up with 3 prisoners that are pretty much sat exactly where you saw them sat when you went to sleep. Just kind of terrified to move at this point.
Yeah. Good.
I will say though, I'm actually let me roll this separately. I keep having to get out new dice. My cat keeps hitting them all over the room, and I don't know where they go. Just vanish into the ether. Oh shit. Okay. Um, as you guys start waking up, roll to see who he's spotting here. You'll see, uh, Avin. You see one of them is like waving you over.
Well, I will go over. I will make a very poor sense motive check.
14. I mean, baseline, he's still obviously very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I think on a 14, he looks a little excited about, like, he wants to tell you something.
All right. What can I do for you?
Pardon me, my lord. I'm not really sure how to address you
Haven's
here.
fine.
All right, Avon. Avon, if I were to give you some information, would you give me some rations and run so I could run off like Kessel?
Is that what you want to do with your life? Run off into the woods? We're going to build a civilization here. Have you ever wanted to take up a craft, learn to farm, anything useful and productive for society?
Give me a diplomacy check. See if you can sway this man. You see, he looks ready to go, but he hesitates. Would you be able to? Are you gonna find us work?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to be part of a new civilization is welcome to join up.
Then,
Lots of land here.
if you don't mind me changing the terms of the deal right away, if I gave you this information, would you perhaps get me a better role in your kingdom?
We don't have any problem with that.
All right. Um, in that case, I think you should know. I barely spotted him. Really, it was only luck that let me spot him. But there is a man. I think he's following you.
Did you get much of a look at him?
Yeah. I happened to be relieving myself, as it were, out the corner of the camp. He looked. I mean, first of all, like he hadn't even bathed in the river in a long time. His clothes were scruffy, long hair.
Does it sound like the guy we met?
100% sounds like Cornwall.
Okay. Yeah, he approached us the other day. He's very strange. We'll have to keep an eye out for him.
All right.
What's this guy's name?
This guy's name.
Ooh, I bet it's Ben. It's Ben, isn't it?
My brain shut down there for a second. Sure, it's Ben the Bandit.
So,
I don't know why that was so hard. I was like, oh god, think of any name. I can't remember a single name I've ever heard in my life.
So Ben, what have you?
It's Ben.
Any particular trade that you wanted to do?
Are there any legitimate trades that involve perhaps yelling or daggers or tallying of items?
Yeah, plenty of those types of things. I mean, we're going to need an army. We'll need somebody who can train and that sort of thing, and we'll need accountants to keep records. Do you know how to write?
Let's go follow check here. I do. My mom taught me before I ran off to the stolen lands.
Perfect. And how's your eyesight?
It's all right.
Well, I mean, if you want to pursue that type of thing, I'm sure we can find some ways to put you to good use.
Uh, very very good, sir. Very good, sir. Avon, sorry, not sir. All right. I'll get back to getting us ready to go then, shall I?
Yeah, sounds great.
He scurries off.
All right, well, let's get everybody packed up and we can get back to Oleg's and get off after those mites.
All right. We'll bring us back over to Oleg's in a second. Just gotta just get some more bandit tokens into the holding pen. All right, so we got the 3 named guys now, and then 2 that we haven't really talked to. All right. So let's see how long it is going to take us to travel back to Oleg's. You guys would have slept in that same area there. I assume probably your plan is to break to the right here to get into some hills and onto the plains to go faster.
Well, we've only got one hex to go through to get to Oleg's if we go
Oh, I
straight.
guess, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you could cut straight through that then. So without since the prisoners don't have horses, it's gonna slow you guys down a bit. So it'll take you around 8 hours in the morning to cut through the forest and the moonradish patch to get to Oleg's.
Okay.
Alrighty, in that case, let's bring ourselves back over to Oleg's trading post. Do. Oh, whoops. There we go. I was doing too early. I was trying to shift ping. Alright. Cool. So, first things first, you guys have the Tuskgutter quest to turn in. You guys would know that Vekel, the hunter, is who you're going to. It's just one of these guys over at the right-hand table. I imagine you're, brandishing this monstrous pig head pretty blatantly on the way in.
Oh, yeah. Card it up, thump it on the table.
Alright, Vekel's... You found the beast, did you? And
oh, yes. Put up quite a fight, but we took him down.
oh, he taps a wooden leg, just knocks it, with his knuckles. Well, I must say it's a pleasure to see that pig dead. All
Yep.
right, I'm a man of my word. I'll hand over what's due. All right, so he, from next to him, leaning against, he pulls out this very long vellum case. Pulls out a masterwork longbow.
Okay.
This here is my old bow. It's didn't help me against Tuskgutter, did it? But all the same, belongs to all of you now.
Thank you kindly.
Additionally, I don't have a great many of them left, but I have 6 of these arrows. Yeah, you see he pulls out from he has his quiver kind of divided into sections. One section appears to be padded with moss and other stuff to keep it safe. And he pulls out 6 gleaming arrows. You can see there is perhaps gold filigree runes etched into them.
Ooh, what are these?
These, my friends, these are animal bane arrows. You point these at an animal, should hit it unerringly, and not only that, it'll hit one of the weakest points on the creature, should bring up some more damage.
Nice.
So he gives you, mechanically it is 6 + 1 animal bane arrows.
Nice.
So pretty good if you're fighting animals. Also, worth at least a little bit of gold as well. All right. Cool.
All right, and then I need to find the taxidermist guy.
All right. Taxidermist is here today.
All right, I show him the huge head.
I'm still working on that big wolf head thing you gave me.
Yep, and this one's for after that.
All right. Here, I'll pack it away in some preservatives. Kind of puts in like this like big like crate of salt and other various preservatives. Wolf head should be done by tomorrow.
Excellent. And how much for the boar's head?
Boar's head. If you want a quality job, it's just the head here.
Well, of course I want a quality job.
You see his arms are like shaking a little bit as he lowers it. It's a big head. Let's call it 60 gold pieces.
Is
A
that a fair
legendary
price?
creature.
You think?
I think it's fair. Maybe you could get it cheaper in a city, but I don't know that this head's gonna last long enough for you to do that.
Alrighty, 60 it is.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Of course. And thank you. I'm looking forward to having these ready to mount. Now I just need a place to put them.
Hell yeah. All right. So, additional, quests and stuff. First thing first, you are also going to be able, let's see. Yeah, you've definitely killed enough bandits now to send away for a reward from the Sword Lords.
All right.
We're gonna say just there's already enough things taking different amounts of days. Mechanically, you can go ahead and add that. It would be here pretty fast.
Okay.
Miss Aldori is going to send you a reward of 400 gold pieces.
Nice.
And give me 1 second. You see that there are a few more things posted to the bulletin board. One appears to be from Oleg. Another says to see a mercenary that has rolled into camp named Keston Garrus. Start the first one.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. So, although Svetlana claims it's not a big loss compared to what bandits could have taken in the past, Oleg has noticed that her wedding ring has been stolen as well. Didn't see it for a few weeks because they can't kind of keep their rings being made of gold, usually locked away. Hadn't noticed bandits had taken it. She has forbidden him from risking life and limb to recover it, but he's put this notice up that if anyone can find the ring and return it to him, he would be very grateful. He says to bottom basically says speak to Oleg for more details.
Interesting. Could one of you guys interrogate all the bandit prisoners, see if they know anything?
Yeah. Who are we doing?
Tom?
Tiefling Squad or
Grellin?
Below? Tiefling Squad or Lugrin? Anyone want to go talk to the bandits? All right, Grellin. We'll cut to Grellin in a second. Are you going to ask Oleg first, Avon?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so Grellin, you come in. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit on the map. So we have 5 different bandits now. So from the initial raid, got Derek and Philip. Derek was the really nervous-sounding one. You got Ben over here is the one with a bit of a stutter, and then the 2 that haven't really been named yet. But the rightmost 3 are from this most recent bandit capture. As you come in, Derek and Ben are both kind of just Jack's good to see you, sir. Kind of bows. Ben's like, it's hopefully we still have a job once we get out of this situation. The other three, Philip and the other two Grelin, they're both just like, um, kind of eyeing you up a little angrily. Uh, Philip doesn't say anything, but one of the two new ones bring it in. Is just like, listen, I thought we'd be speaking to either that one with the wolf or the one with the bow outside. I'm not too keen on dealing with, well, fiendish looking fellas.
This is one of the unnamed ones talking, right?
Yeah, it's one of the guys that just came in.
Gonna not even. I'm just gonna assume it's the one I'm standing next to. Not going to acknowledge him right away. Just point my tail right in his face
Kind of,
and say,
yep, go ahead.
Anyway, I hope the rest of you are getting along, being from two different gangs, rivals, communities, whatever. I just need to know, have any of you or your friends, cohorts, coworkers, whatever, seen a gold ring or stolen a gold ring yourself?
A gold, um, the one with the tail in his face, kind of is like, I haven't seen nothing. Uh, I haven't seen nothing like that. Um, Pretty quickly though, Derek speaks up. He's like, "Oh, we took that a while back. Yeah. I traded it to one of those little lizard people."
Garland rolls his eyes. Of course he did. And while he's talking to Derek, the masterwork dagger he just got from this guy's boss, he's going to point it in his face. Still not looking at him
All right.
though. So
Go ahead.
and then turns back to Derek. So lizard people, I'm assuming you mean the kobolds?
Yeah. Derek's like, yeah. The kobolds. Um, I traded it. Well, I mean, I didn't, but as a group, well, you guys killed our previous boss, you know, the one with the bow. He traded it away for. I think we just got a bunch of alcohol and other sundries from the tribe. He seemed, if it makes you feel better, so he seemed quite keen on it. I don't think they would have gotten rid of it after that. If you could find those lizards, maybe you'd find the ring.
First off, there.
Say that again.
I
First
said,
off, what?
first off, they're kobolds. Have a little respect. Second of all, can you
Yes, sir.
describe
Sorry,
the one
sir.
you gave it to?
The one I gave it to. Well, the boss handed it over to. He wasn't very tall, but they seemed to be. I don't want to say in awe of him, but he was definitely bossing around some of the other small ones. Kind of had these purplish scales, had a headdress on, and he already had a bunch of like gold jewelry on him.
All
Looked
right,
to me
all
like some
right.
sort of a witch doctor or something. I don't really know much about the kobolds as you called them.
Good to know. Now you two, the newbies. What are your names?
Uh, my name is. You see the one that's like got the knife in his face, just goes like, "My name's Will." That over there, that's Clarence.
Well, you know how Derek has acknowledged that we've killed a bunch of bosses. When there's a will, there's a way, and you're looking very bossy right now. So I would hate to have to kill you. And as I'm saying that, I'm gonna run the dagger across his face.
Switch their names by accident. You just like very lightly, like a small cut opens on his cheek, that a like ruby droplet goes down to his jawline. Will's just like, actually, give me an intimidate check. See how much. Basically, what he's warring with here is what you guys all said as a group you'd do to them if they didn't fall in line, and that he seems to be very hateful of tieflings. But I will say, from the fucking dagger, like held by the tail, cutting him, we'll say a +5 on it.
Good, because all my charisma skills I do not invest in.
Fair enough. I mean, that was pretty cold. 16, he's just like
17,
right.
because the +1 isn't
+1 against thieves and brigands. Quite right. It's my mistake. I'll get doing whatever needs doing around here. And he kind of, his jaw is definitely like, you can see the jaw like muscle working as he just clenches his teeth. But he backs the fuck off and like kind of leaves you alone.
Before he backs up, I'll grab him and say, it's okay. We all make mistakes. Just don't make it again. And then I lick the blood off his cheek and then walk out.
Oh, truly fucking terrifying. Fuck that. Good God. All right. Well, took a bit of a turn there. That's fine. What is anyone else doing anything? So we got Oleg. Said his kind of quest marker, said he would talk more about it. Should anyone be interested? But yeah, then you also have the mercenary Garrus.
Yeah, we should go talk to him.
All right. All right. That's not the right thing. Thought I had a different guy right for that. Sorry, give me 1 second. This is not the video game art because I found this guy that I really like amongst the tokens. But this is Garrus over here. Got the similar short brown hair, not too far off. Yeah, you see, I mean, very obviously not a trapper, very clearly a fucking merc. Just got like, I will say he is got like decent armor on. He's got a breastplate on and seems to have a variety of weapons kind of like dangling off his back and on his belt. I've heard about it. You're the one that fought off those bandits, right? You and the jesters that the other guys around?
Yep, yeah, we sure did. And who are you exactly?
Folks call me, well, my name's Keston Garrus. Most people just call me Garrus.
Yeah, so, and how are you related to the Garrus family?
Listen, give me a sense motive check on him.
Sure, I'm excellent at that. Anybody else around listening?
I'd say it's pretty clear. No one else. People seem kind of invested in their own work. The trappers are talking about the animals they've killed. Velik is just like going off about how the great boar is dead, and he's like buying everyone fucking drinks.
How about the rest of the party?
Yeah. So yeah, what's Ludwig? Where are you at right now? As you kind of walk in with Nico.
Figured I'd be about right around here. Doing some training with Nico.
Alrighty.
And Song?
Song is just chilling out, eating some food at the moment.
Alright. I'm gonna have someone approach you in a second, Song, if you're doing food stuff over here. But first I'll finish up this. Alright, so an 11 sense motive. He's definitely hiding something here. Do you have knowledge nobility, Zaven?
Nope.
Alright.
Where's Trell?
Where's Trell? He's like, I don't know. Is that one of your companions?
Yeah, haven't seen him for a bit. Wish he was here.
You see
He knows
Oleg.
all.
Oleg kind of walks by like the central fire, and he's like, yeah, sorry, I didn't stop him, but he said he had some business to deal with back in the actual, back in Brevoy. Rode up there with his horse a couple, before you guys arrived.
Tragic. He knew all about stuff.
Does know. I mean, he seemed pretty knowledgeable from when he was here. All right. So, without knowledge and ability, I'll say, at the moment, he's definitely hiding something about, like the Garrus family, as you asked.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, look, that's not what's important. I'm looking to contract some people.
Yeah. For a mission here in the Stolen Lands?
Absolutely. Well, it's hard to have much authority out here, but sounds like you guys are trying to establish that. Listen, a few months back, I was working with this Verizian, one Fulgrim Sneak. I'll put his name in chat really quick. Fulgrim Sneak.
Well,
Now, Fulgrim...
with a name like that, he'd almost had to be a bad guy, right?
Gary's like, I mean, I might have turned bad too. It's a rough time. He said it was a, native Verizian name. I didn't press him, but I don't know. The legend lands up there are all sorts of crazy. They don't even have a unified government up there. There's a bunch of city-states.
Yeah, it's just sad.
It's
I touch
chaos.
my holy symbol of Abadar.
Yeah, brief prayer goes out to the, the unorganized country of Verizia.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Fulgrim, he robbed the group we were with and fled into the green belt. Gestures around you guys, out here. Since then, I hear he's become a bandit of sorts. But I'm hoping to capture him alive, because if I can drag him back to Restov, he'll get proper punishment. Kind of gestures at your holy symbol, like the gold key, and just like, the legal way.
Of course. How will we recognize him?
Fulgrim, you'll be able to see he has a scar across his left arm. I cut him pretty bad during the escape. I can't imagine that he, not a lot of healing to be had out here. He wasn't a caster, so I imagine probably didn't set too good.
All right. Verizian, scar on the arm. Got it. Probably
if you all can bring him back here alive... again, that kind of has the same expression across his face. Maybe that sense motive, like he's still trying to hide. So he's like, look, I can arrange for each member of your party a masterwork weapon of their choice.
Oh,
very
nice.
well forged.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a nice deal. We'll just have to get him back for you.
If you can prove, if you can at least bring me proof of death, I'll toss you 2 weapons.
Sounds good. We will let you know when we make progress. You're going to be staying here at Oleg's?
I'll be here until you come back with, his head on a stick, or hopefully him.
Would you be able to help Oleg manage some of these bandits we've got here. I'd like to get them working on something, whether that's repairing the fort or any kind of labor. But I'm not sure Oleg's up to it by himself.
He kind of like, lets his thumb rest on the hilt of a wicked-looking sword at his hip, and he's like, "I'll keep the peace while you're out."
Great. All right, so I will then, I guess, go talk to Oleg unless somebody else wants to do something here.
Well, first of all, Song, as you're sitting there, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Tony.
All right, just barely beat him there. Before he can jump out at you, you turn your head and see that Boken is right behind you.
Oh, hi there, Boken.
Hey, I don't suppose I can have a quick word with you?
Sure, what do you need?
Well, I was looking at your friend over there. He is looks like he's taking on some jobs. I was wondering if maybe you look like you can keep some stuff on the down low. If you all could do something for old Boken, I could put some potions in it for you.
Sure, what is it?
My asshole of a brother, he's down south somewhere here in the green belt. Looks a bit like me, got the same color beard. You could how do I put this? Brutally and utterly kill him. That'd be much appreciated.
Alright, any description past beard, or,
Oh, well, he has the beard, and he looks like me. You see, like, yeah,
Alright.
him wide. He like points at him. His eyes are just like open, like way too wide.
How would you like confirmation of the job being done? Would you like his head? Is there any like defining clothing piece he has? Any accessories?
I mean, I'd love the head, but he has this old leather bracelet that he took from me a long time ago. If you could just cut that off his cold dead hands, that'd be lovely.
All right. I will see what I can do.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Boken kind of steps away with that knowledge then. And then you all saw the bounty board. So who all is going up with Avon here to talk to Oleg? Oleg's just kind of over by the fire. Svetlana looks like she's just kind of bringing around some of like the late. So you guys about probably like midday meal, yeah. All right, Grellin, you've proven some good interrogation skills over there. You want to try to pop in, see if you can at least get an extra pair of eyes on the old owner over here.
Old leg.
Old leg. All right. So he kind of like looks like he did actually some of the cooking as well tonight. He's wiping some grease off of his hands. Got like a small, not nearly as big as what you guys killed, but like a small wild boar on a spit, just kind of turning over the fire. It's been cutting pieces off it. Oh, what can I do for you two? Everything all right?
Yes. Did you see the tusk gutter head we brought in?
Look, he kind of grins and he's like, I never thought I'd see the day. We settled down here knowing how bad it could get, but bandits getting killed, captured left, right, and center. That hateful looking pig killed. You guys are. It's been worth it having you staying with us.
Well, I love hunting. If you know of any more creatures out there that would make some good trophies, you be sure to let me know.
He's like, I'll keep an eye out. There's always some kind of beast, rampaging through these parts. All right. Well, did you guys
Well,
want a cut of
I
this
want.
this big or?
Oh, sure. But I wanted to talk to you about these bandits here. I'm a little worried about them just hanging out locked up all day, and I'd like to put them to work, see if any of them are going to be able to be good citizens from here on out. I've talked to Keston, and he's willing to help keep an eye on them, but do you have stuff that you could give them to do?
He looks around like, oh, there's plenty of odd tasks I can help with. I could got some loose gates out in the stables over there. Get that old cart working again. Axel's been giving me trouble. I could make them pull their weight.
That would be perfect.
Should I
And
be giving them a? Are you paying them a wage?
you know what? I'd say that they've got some consequences for their banditry to work off, but we got to make sure we keep them fed.
Yeah, that sounds fair to me. I'll keep them fed and they can work off some of their debt here.
Sounds great. Grellin, what did you find out about the ring?
Ole kind of looks around. He's like, don't. Svetlana's over there, all right? She doesn't want me doing anything about this. Let's keep it on the DL.
Glenn, what did you find out about the ring?
Derek's group, they gave it to a kobold witch doctor. Or sold it to a kobold witch doctor.
You mean one of those? One of those soot scales has. I bought that ring for her myself. Listen, that ring's been through us all across Avestan. If you bring it back, I don't have the most gold to pay you right away, but whatever supplies you all need, whenever you step back in, rations, rope, anything that I can get my hands on, I could credit you up to 1,000 gold pieces of credit if you can get this ring back.
Oh wow, that must be a very sentimental ring.
It is. We've been all over looking for a place to settle down, and even before we got to the Stolen Lands, it was a journey not without its risks, and those rings, despite all the times, businesses got burned, we got held up, we got robbed along the roads, we always kept those two rings safe, and I don't feel right that all I have left is my ring. Doesn't seem fair.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to head out and wipe out some of these mites that are being pests around here, and we'll probably run into the kobold. So we will definitely try and get that back.
Really? All right. The deal stands. Thank you. I know the other
Great.
stuff's been important, but this means a lot.
Well, I hope we can help. We wanted to get some manacles since we keep running into all these bandits that we capture. Do you have any stock on hand, or is that something you're going to have to order?
I think I could give you. I'll check the back. I know we have at least one set. See if I have any more.
All right. Well, I think we want 3 medium, 1 small, and 1 large.
3 medium, 1 small, 1 large. Let's see.
Will that do it, Grellin, or do we need more?
Grellin. He would come back and say that they have at least 2 medium ones.
Well, we will purchase those now.
2 large, 1 extra large. Yeah, it's shackling huge-sized creatures.
Yeah.
Brutal. All right. So, Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Okay. Yeah, he would be willing to part with a pair of those. These are regular ones. It would be 50 gold pieces each for a regular set.
All right.
Alrighty. Let me just show you. No other significant looking fellas have shown up yet. Do you guys want to do anything else with either the bandits, any trappers, or people around here, or just trying to get back out there? It's about lunchtime right now, so maybe you could go out and try to find some stuff. But that is up to you, whether you want to spend the night here.
I'd like to spend the night here, get a good night's rest in a bed before we head out. You
Yeah,
guys
it's
okay
probably the
with
best
that?
option. I agree with
Alright.
that.
Yeah, that works. Alright, well, you guys are pretty safe behind the trading post's walls. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. And you guys will sleep through the night soundly. So go ahead and, take back any spells or anything else that you guys need. And I'm going to bring us back to the overworld map. So, getting a little bit of a zoomed out view. First, let me move your horse. You guys are over by Oleg's. You guys know that the old sycamore is down about this way. Soot Scale Caves should be just past that. You now know pretty accurately where the Stag Lord's home base actually is, which is, you know that if you follow the Thorn River over here, southeast, it's going to join up with a second river, follow the Merged River all the way straight to his base, down here. Alright. Cool. Then, of course, as always, there's, Haunted Bridge. And then still got a good swath of forest and stuff that is over there as well. So what's the plan?
I don't know. Should we check out this haunted bridge?
Sure, if you want to.
Anyone else?
Song, Grellin, what do you guys think? Oh, ow. Alright. In that case, you guys would know that that is going to be pretty much, if you head over to that spider nest you found, it's going to be a bit southeast from there. Kind of going southeast until you hit a river.
Okay.
Alright, and no unhorsed people slowing you down at this point.
Don't.
So, if you guys are heading this way, first two hexes are going to be over the plains. 3 hours. We'll say you guys probably set out at pretty early, I assume. It's like 7 a.m. you guys set out?
Probably, yeah.
So by 1 o'clock, you would already be able to pass through this hex. Are you guys going... I mean, you know it's southeast. Are you guys going diagonal down? Do you want to try to go right one first? What's the...
I think diagonal down might be a good option.
Okay. Cool. In that case, give me a second. I'll reveal that next hex. Alright. You guys see you're kind of running up on the eastern boundary of what your charter has so far promised to you.
Okay.
So, go ahead and... oh, sorry, I did the wrong one. You wanted this one, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. It's like I zoom out too far, then I can't tell. Alright. I'll hide that one again in a second. But as you guys get to this one, go ahead and We can start making either perception or survival checks, depending on what type of thing it is you're looking for. You can see that there is like just the tip of a. Block that up a bit. Just the tip of the river poking through on this side. Bring our horse over here. Whoa, 17 and 25 are looking pretty damn good there. Alright. Alright. As you all are kind of scouring this area, something jumps out at both Grellin and at Avon as well. You see there's an old lightning-struck oak. Seems to stand atop a low hill. It is, in fact, the only tree in about a 2-mile radius. So very distinctive. But upon your guys' closer look, especially that survival check, Grellin, it looks like a good portion of the earth around the oak tree has been disturbed in some way. You see it's like freshly turned earth, basically. What do you guys do?
Well, I look pointedly at Ludwig.
Well, we'll go check it out then.
Yeah. As you approach, so give me another survival check as you're specifically checking out the tree and the earth around it now. All right, 21. Someone, perhaps not super recently, but at least within the last month or so, has dug up this area and then repacked the earth. Looks like they buried something.
Well, it sounds like something we might want to unbury, unless it's a body. What do you think, treasure or body?
I'd say on the 21, you're pretty confident it's not a body. Feels like a weird size for a grave. It's very like wide and not. You don't think it's too deep. You think it wouldn't take long? Probably take you like 10 minutes or so to dig it up.
Yeah, might as well. We have nothing else to do right now.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
If
So
nothing else, the tree's a good landmark.
Yeah, for sure. You spend about 10 minutes digging this up, and you see someone has stashed a bundle here. There is a heavy leather cloak, appears to have been wrapped around to secure this stuff. As you unwrap it, first thing you can see is that there is a masterwork dagger. There appears to be some kind of wand. There is a silver ring, not the gold one you're looking for, but probably worth some money. And there is a spell book. Now, a lot of like rain and water has seeped through the ground over here, but there are a few pages that are intact. Perhaps if no one wants to learn from the spell book, you could resell a bit of it to a caster. But go ahead and on the wand, if anyone wants to make a spellcraft check on this magic item.
Easy.
All right. 30. Okay. This is a wand of burning hands, with 5 charges left.
All right.
Caster level 2.
Caster level 2. All right.
Yeah, caster level 2, 5 charges left.
Is anyone interested in keeping this, or?
Not something I can use.
Hey, I can use it. You know what? Give it to me.
Right.
I'll be able to use it probably.
Get some AoE stuff in there. All right. Toss him, snatch the wand out of the air. All right.
Is the cloak magical at all?
The cloak is not magical. It's very nicely made. Might be worth a little bit, but it's just like a very thick leather cloak.
All right.
It's got like a just like brown leather. Got a hood on it. But I mean, you guys, spotted this cool stash here. Do you want to fully explore this hex or keep pushing on with the daylight? So by now, you guys spent some time finding that. It is about like 1:30, 2 in the afternoon.
Let's explore until nighttime, and if we're not done, we'll finish it tomorrow.
Yep, that sounds about right.
All right. So yep, you guys haven't gotten into the hill territory yet. It's still plains. So you'll be able to finish most of it today. You can read the book. You can see there's like basically some of it's water damaged, but some of it's not. There's a few spells that are still legible in there.
Would mending work on the book? Or no.
Normally, you'd want to use read magic cantrip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
if you-
that I have.
Yeah, but
yeah,
would mending
no,
help fix the book, though?
Let me double check. I don't think mending. Let me check the spell. I feel like there was something. Maybe it was just in. I've read a lot of like the Pathfinder novels, and I like remember it being a plot point that someone couldn't like restore the words from this journal they lost. But now I'm wondering whether that was just like plot nonsense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spell does not affect. I would say it might be able to restore some of the pages that have been, done in here. But since spells are so delicate, I'll roll to see how many spells you're able to read again. If you want to go ahead and cast some mending on it.
Yeah, I'll cast mending on the book.
All right. Let's start. So, Song, are you casting read magic?
Yes.
All right. Her eyes glow brightly for a second. You are able to see. The first you kind of look at the pages that he's not mending at the moment, and the 5 spells you see from those are, I'll put them in chat so easier to see. But identify, mage armor, reduce person, silent image, and unseen servant.
Nice. Couple spells in there that I don't know already.
All right, and then that the time. We'll say put a few castings on it. You're gonna get 2 spells back as you kind of like use your nature craft magic to restore the ink to these pressed pages. And I'm gonna roll to see which of the 2 spells are. It's gonna be 2 additional level 1 spells. Okay. The other ones that you restore is the alarm spell, as well as the shield spell.
Cool.
So yeah, in addition to those 5, there's also alarm and shield.
Well, that's a
Check.
very handy spell book there.
I'll check how
Yeah.
many.
Someone was definitely a practical caster, not a theoretical guy. All right. So while you guys are doing that, you're spending as much time as you can today exploring. Basically, in the morning, quick math, you're probably gonna have about 3 hours left in the morning to finish calling this hex completely explored.
All right. And then should we go west so we don't leave a blank spot?
Are you guys? Then if you guys are camping here for tonight, what's the plan for camping? Any special steps?
No, just set up watches like normal.
Yep.
Alrighty. In that case, sorry, I still have our trading post ambiance on here. I'm gonna change it back. All right. So, who has first shift again? What was that? Or is it not? Or who has, I guess, second shift? Anybody? I'm gonna
I know.
say. Go
I
ahead.
think it was me, wasn't it? Ludwig was?
I think Ludwig was second, if
Yeah.
I recall.
Pretty sure, yes.
All right. If that is the case.
Yeah, so I had last.
Yeah, I remember you had the last shift here. Okay. While you are on shift, Ludwig, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. You do not see anything. I'm gonna bring us back over to our general kind of camp. Let's see. You guys aren't by. Oh, do you guys think you would camp by the river or just kind of out in the plains?
Probably near a water source. If there's a smaller one, then there. But if the river's the only thing good, then we'd be by the river.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll use our riverside one. Zoom out a little bit. All right. So Grellin, you're asleep at the moment. Ludwig and Nico are up. I'm gonna give you guys some freaking tents over here. I'll have, some two-person tents. I like the circular ones better, so I'll, get two of those. All right. Follow-up question. Ludwig and Nico, how far away do you think you would be? Like, what's your kind of station you go to when you're on watch?
Probably. I'm over here.
All right. You guys are standing there. As you do, Ludwig, you feel the cold edge of a blade press against your throat from behind as someone wraps their arm around you, and you just hear, "Don't move. Don't get that dog quiet, and everything will be fine."
Perception for anyone else?
Yeah, he is trying to whisper, so it'll be a bit difficult. But yeah, go ahead and make perception. It's at a -10. This will be versus the stealth check that he just rolled against them. 12's not going to do, yeah. Okay. You guys do not hear this. Ludwig, what do? You have the knife kind of pressed to your throat here, and you heard his instructions. What's the move?
Can I attempt to signal Nico to attack him?
I would say if you are trying to do it without him noticing, because he's got that knife on you, this would be kind of a two-part check. Sleight of hand versus perception, and then since it's not the usual way you're giving commands to Nico, it would be a handle animal check.
Okay.
So let me get his perception. All right, go ahead and do sleight of hand.
No.
No, he does not have the best perception, but he will beat that. You feel like his arm tighten around you, and like a small bead of blood starts running down the side of your neck to your collarbone. I said, don't touch anything. Don't do anything. Keep that dog quiet. Nod if you understand.
I would have nod. Like, he has to be from behind, correct?
Yeah, imagine he's kind of just got like Dagger is like his dagger arm is like over your left arm, knife to your throat. His right arm is under your right arm, kind of wrapped around your ribs. Does that make sense? Okay.
So I go and nod, but I'm gonna headbutt him as I do so.
All right. Oh hell yeah! Give me a bluff check here. He does not have that good sense motive. We'll see if he sees this coming as you go to. I mean, you're doing what he said. You are nodding.
Nope.
Okay. 3 is not gonna do it. That's a boa constrictor. He sees this coming, jerks his head to the side, and he just goes, "Fine. I didn't want to come down to this." And there's like a brief moment, like your chest goes cold. It's like, oh fuck, he's gonna like dig the knife into my throat. Instead, you feel a burning pain as he latches his jaws onto your right shoulder. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
This dude a werewolf.
11. Nothing is immediately noticeable. You do take some damage here. This is going to be... Sorry, that's the wrong damage dice.
All good?
Alright, you are going to take... Yeah, this bite's not a lot here. This is going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
And at that point, we're going to roll into initiative, because things are going to deteriorate pretty fucking quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to kind of clear you guys out of the old order from the last map. Alright, go ahead. And click your tokens. Oh my god. Fuck, what the... Alright. You got both sides.
One?
Alright, Grellin, rolling that one so you get a consistency. Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Humans getting that 20s. This is oppression. This is racism.
The tieflings, the overwhelming apathy of the human race towards tieflings in this country has truly taken hold. Good god, that was bizarre. Alright, he's gonna get a 17 there. What's Nico's bonus to initiative?
Nico, don't you mean me?
Oh, sorry, was that... You got the 17?
Yeah, Nico got the 17, I got the 21.
Oh, the bad guy got a 17 as well, so I just wanted to see what...
Okay.
Plus
3.
Got plus 3, okay. Alright, then he'll go... I'll make him 17.5, because he would go before her.
Okay.
Alright, so... Here's the tea. See, here Sounds of Combat is pretty fucking easy. And even though it's not full combat yet, Ludwig, you definitely... I mean, up to you. I assume you let out a noise as he fucking bit your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably scream out, yeah.
Alright, so this is not gonna be... I'm gonna call it, like, a flat perception roll versus a DC, as he is, like, shouting fucking 5 feet from your tents. So don't need the -10 penalty for this one. And we'll see if this jerks everyone awake to act here. Alright. Avin, that's not quite enough. You're looking for a 10. Although Mishka got a 15. Do you think Mishka would raise a fuss hearing Ludwig scream?
Absolutely. She's gonna,
right.
or he's gonna start barking.
All right, I'll say yeah. You're sleeping through it a little bit. Mishka rouses you very quickly, so that's fine. Honestly, in the dog barking, I think our tieflings are good. I think you guys would wake up as well. So that being said, dog gets you up, thankfully, and you got first in the initiative. So Avon, what's the move here? You'd have to move action to stand up because you are prone.
Stand up.
All right.
Move 5 feet.
Okay.
See.
Stand up. Move 5 feet.
And see what I can see.
Let's see some angles here. So the tents, these tents aren't like as tall as people. They're pretty like low down adventuring tents. So I think Cornwall would be a bit obscured from that angle. But you probably see like his top half. You see that it looks like this intruder. I mean, you don't have dark vision, I guess. So in whatever
Nope.
dim light left from your guys' campfire, not 100% that it's Cornwall, but definitely an intruder has a knife to Ludwig's throat, and looks like his mouth is dripping.
Well, I'm going to do something very clever and yell, "Hey!"
His head whips around and looks. Since he's looking directly at you now, remains of the firelight, probably somewhere between the tents, shines on him. It's Cornwall. You recognize him.
All right, and I'm going to string my bow.
Okay. Step 3. We'll say it's the step through method. You brace the lower left on your left shin. Step through, bend the loop. God, I miss teaching archery. I should fucking do that again. I used to teach a lot of archery. But you're very good at archery. Very quick, string it on the top loop as well. That's gonna be your turn there, Ludwig. Basically, at this point, he did kind of have to give. I'll give him a check now, as you're like actually fighting. He's not relying on the knife. He's gonna try to hold on to you, but he is gonna be at a -5 penalty. Oh, there's no way. What's your CMD?
It's 17.
You like kind of go low, shrug your shoulders open. He loses his grip and staggers back a few paces.
Cool, I'll club him with my club.
Hell yeah, fucking go for it. 13 is not quite gonna do it as he like ducks out of the way of the club. Damn it. It didn't have to go like this. This is your fault. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, just kind of stare him down a little bit.
All right. That is gonna be Cornwall now. You hear like sounds of bones fucking snapping, and lets out a howl, and you see it begins to shift into, as Song guessed, a tall figure, perhaps about 7'2" now, gray fur, kind of a black patch on top of his forehead, long claws, and a face very much like your wolves, as he turns into his werewolf hybrid form.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Now he's going to be easier to hit.
They got some natural armor going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, but bigger people, it's easier than a small target.
I mean, I will say, yeah, he did grow about like a fucking foot and a half in front of you. Let me just double check what action it's gonna be. Okay, so yeah, him shifting a hybrid is gonna be a move action. And now that he's in hybrid form here, you see some of his gear has remained intact.
Yep.
And you see his knife has dropped on the ground. In his right hand, he's holding this like very fucking beat up and chipped longsword. The other's got his claws out. He's going to lunge forward though, and with this like superhuman strength, is striking out with the sword.
Alrighty.
All right, Ludwig, that is going to be a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. The force kind of drives you down a little bit as he does 8 damage here. With that, he kind of he stays where he is, but he gets down low in like a fighting stance.
Alright.
Also, I'm still playing around with like the ambient stuff, so if the music is too loud, let me know and I will adjust some things.
It's a little bit loud on my end.
A little bit loud? Okay, we'll bump that down.
I can't even really hear it all too well.
It does work better if you have headphones on for how I have it running. I don't know if you do or not. But
You have
I lowered it a little bit. Well, trial and error. This is the first time I've been able to do it since my internet was out, so we're working the kinks out. All right. So Cornwall is going to toss it over to Nico here.
Nico's gonna run down and around, and behind him, over
Yeah,
here,
for sure.
there.
Yeah, kind of goes around the bottom of the rock, comes up the other side.
Yep.
Absolutely. With a 12, he manages to kind of twirl around and just kind of lets out like a. It seems to like, yelling at Nico in anger. Maybe on his turn he'll try to alter its attitude a little bit. We'll see. Song, that is you. So you're wide awake now. You haven't acted yet though, so you are prone.
All right. Song is going to unprone herself. She's gonna get up, 5-foot step, and then channel some of that bluish mist over Cornwall's head, reducing his attack bonus.
All right. Is there a save for this X?
Yes, it is a will save. DC
Will
17.
save. Ooh, 17. And I assume it is not a fear effect, so that's not going to matter.
It is not a fear effect. It's just mind affecting.
Yeah, he'll pass. He rolled real well on that one.
All right, so at least for his next round of combat, he'll have a -2 to hit.
Okay. What does it happen if he fails? Is it just like longer duration?
It's 7 rounds.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I'm glad he passed.
But I
Taking
can
away
keep
this man's
doing
chance to hit.
So.
All right. So anything else? Kind of stand up, 5-foot step out the flap of the tent. Boom. Hex magic.
Just kind of keeping the tent flap open for Grillin to have ease of getting
All right.
out.
Yeah. You hold it open for Grellin there. Grellin, that is you.
He will So he will unprone himself and then 5-foot step. But can I flavor it as like he rolls under the tent out the other way?
Yeah. I'll say you can do it. Give me an acrobatics check. See how graceful it is. Oh, you look at the flap being held open by Song. You guys like lock eyes, and then you like dive, do a roll, like a pencil roll under the tent, and like spring up in a perfect fighting stance on the other side. Yeah, Song just full rolls her eyes at that. All right, so move act. Or you stood up, 5-foot step. Anything else you can do?
Could toss a dagger or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss my dagger.
All right, go ahead and make that roll. That will hit. You see the dagger kind of cuts across his shoulder. Then you see he kind of cracks his neck, and the cut seals back up. Does not seem like it did any damage. All right. That is going to be back to the top. Oh, yeah. If you have seen that. If yes, okay. I'll say it does. It seems like it does a little bit. Just clearly not as much as it normally would if the sneak attack's not in there. What's giving you sneak attack on this one? Because I don't know that you would get it on the thrown attack. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can get it on crossbows and daggers thrown.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, you see, like, again, kind of what I described. It looks like part of the wound heals up, not all of it. So it looks like you did damage him, just not a lot. All right. Avon, that is you.
All right. So, I am going to assume he's evil and smite.
Hell yeah.
And call out, Abadar's justice is upon you.
This kind of like flash of gold starts to spiral out from your bow. You see he kind of like holds up the non-sword hand over his eyes, letting out a growl.
Does my shot hit?
18. The 18 will, the 13 won't. Is that with smite damage added on?
And that is.
All right. The 18 hits. Arrow goes into him, and you see that this golden kind of cold Abadar light. It does seem to wound him now.
Good. All right. I tell Ben to make a note that I need to get some silver arrows.
Oh, do you want Ben with you in this one as well? I'll drop a fucking bandit in.
We had a horse for him, right?
Yeah, you have a spare horse for him.
Yeah, can we bring Ben?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll copy his token over in a second. If you want to just hit the next button, pass it on to Ludwig if that's your turn. But I will bring him in a sec. All right, Ludwig, that's you. Now with flanking.
Awesome. I will hit him again. There we go.
All right, Ben starts rapidly scribbling. That does hit, but with crack goes across him, like right across his jaw, and he just like slow turns back to you. It doesn't seem like it did anything.
Oh
no. Anything else? Sorry, I kind of hit next on it, but.
No, I hit that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you were faster than me then. Cornwall here is. I'm gonna give him. There's gonna be some fucking athleticism on his part, so I'm gonna make a check. He's basically gonna try and like run through the tents. He's going straight for you, Avon.
Oh, how sweet.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a freaking success. All right, so he's gonna go. I'll map his route out so you guys can see who's getting op attacks. Basically, it's gonna be Song. Do you have a dagger or anything?
No.
Actually,
Has a song. Song has a songbird. Stab him with the bird.
the bird kind of tries to
Sure.
nip at him on the way by.
Melchior will make an attack.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is Melchior's songbird beak ensilvered by any chance?
Nope. So the maximum of 1 damage that it could do does not do anything.
The bird comes away with like a little tuft of fur, and it just looks confused. That being said, Nico and Ludwig, you would absolutely get op attacks here. And I will say, if Nico can pull this off, potentially the trip could stop him getting to you, to our archer here.
Alright, so Nico then.
Not a crit, but that does hit on that roll. Doesn't seem like the damage is doing a lot, but regardless of any DR, the trip attempt still happens. So go ahead and roll that.
Oh, nope.
You grab, like, your teeth kind of latch on the leg, but he like kicks the wolf away with like a and runs by. Ludwig.
Yeah.
Let's double check. That will hit, yes, but doesn't seem to hurt him very much.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna make it to there. Can't do his full attack. And then, like, in a voice that's like much more bestial than it was before when you last spoke to him, Avon, he's just like, "Let's see your god's light shine on you now." And he's gonna lunge forward with his jaws. It's gonna be 20 to hit.
Oh, crap.
18 to hit. 18 to hit.
Oh, 18, yep. Absolutely correct, -2.
On
Perfect.
Ludwig?
My AC is 19.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Thank you very much, Song.
The jaws lunge forward, and, like, because you're so close up, you get to see the hex magic at work. This, like, thin blue mist seems to just push Cornwall's mouth a little bit to the left. The jaws, like, snap shut right next to your face, but it's a miss. Oh, that 2 came in so clutch. Yeah, and he wasn't able to charge to push all his tents out of the way. Damn. All right, Nico, that's you.
Alright, he went over to the tent. Where'd he go now?
A gong sound effect.
Move this away.
We will move up to here. And smack him again. Oh, that's right. It was Nico? Oh. Nope.
Alright. That does hit. 13 is not going to trip him, though. He just stays up.
Yep.
Alright, that is going to be Song next.
Alrighty. Well, Song's going to try to cast a spell in his range, so I need to make a, is it a concentration check or a caster score check?
Concentration. You're trying to cast defensively?
Yes. Alright.
Go for it.
It's 2 times the spell level, right?
15 plus 2 times the spell level, yeah.
Wonderful, that's just enough. Alright, I cast Shocking Grasp on him.
Alright, he does have the sword.
Alright, so that's a plus 3 to hit on the melee
It's
attack.
weird that it rolls it in 2 different spots.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go with the top one because it's easier to see normally. I mean, we'll just say from now on it's the top one, regardless of the 2. Go ahead and make that attack roll with the plus. Oh my god.
Nat 1. That's a nat 1.
It's not a good day for tieflings. Well, you did save that bite from happening. I believe since it hasn't triggered yet, it's still on your hand.
Sure. Let's say that's how that works.
I know that's how it works. I mean, I might be wrong. I know that's how it works for mages. Is they can hold it if they haven't burned it yet.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's a mage's only ability. Might be worth
I believe it is.
Okay.
For Magus, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then Song is going to take.
Or yeah, Magus. I never know how to pronounce it. Too many fantasy books over the years pronouncing things weirdly. All right. 5 foot step away from him. Grelin, that is you. This tent is fully collapsed right now. If that influences you, so you can just walk across it. He basically just smacked it down out of the way.
Just kind of out of character. Please don't step right here.
Right where?
Can you ping that again? I also didn't see it.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, okay.
Song wants to occupy that space next turn.
Okay. She points to where the flap of the tent was. Do that as a free action. That's fine.
So much bad positioning. I can't get sneak attack, but I'll move there.
All right. And then go ahead. Oh yeah, let me lower that down. Go ahead and are you still attacking them? He kind of just smacks it away with a furred paw. Right. All right, Paladin. What's the game plan?
Well, Avon's a bit taken aback by the creature charging up on him, but he will calmly take a step back and
Cornwall's wily.
let him once again experience the ire of Abadar. Holy crap!
Oh. I was about to say no way, even with the extra the smite making it work, is that gonna down him with 2 shots? But I might be wrong. Let me do some math. Damn, that's a fucking hell of a crit.
Yep.
Woof. Okay, so let's see. First one going in for All right. So here's the breakdown. First one would have brought him below bloodied. Brought him below half. The second one, if it was a normal shot, would not have done this. However, your second shot, like, pull it out the quiver, pull back the arrow, and just like almost looks like when you see like a lens flare in, like, on the sun in a movie, just kind of glinting off the arrow, seems to turn gold for a second and just boom, right into his heart. You see, he looks down. See, even with a wolf face, looks extremely surprised, and he collapses. I will say, up to you guys, if you want to like try to get something out of him. I won't like insta kill him like a normal monster. But if you do, I will say he is most certainly bleeding out right now, pretty badly.
Yeah, I want to talk to him.
Yeah, tie him up quickly. Or did we purchase those manacles?
Yes, we have manacles.
Yeah, you got two sets of manacles.
We
Not masterwork, but still, even the non-masterwork ones are pretty fucking good.
Well, if they're not masterwork, you overcharged us.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. Sorry, I was looking at the masterwork page on fucking Hero Lab. If you paid $50, yeah, get the masterwork ones.
Yeah.
I was absolutely looking at the wrong tab there. Okay, they are even harder to break then. Alright, I'm going to take us out of combat for now then. Does anyone have any... I assume someone either throws a heal on him or tries to stabilize him before his turn again?
Song can just heal everybody once per day, so...
Okay, so we'll say... Yeah, he has enough health left that I'm not going to roll for him. You have enough rounds to, clap him in irons and get the heal off.
David's
so
going to
say,
take a knee and offer a quick pair of thanks to Abadar.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then he's going to do his touchdown dance.
Just in case it's ever important, he heals 8.
I thought you were going to say in case ever important to describe the dance, but that works too. Yes, okay, that'll get him out from negatives with 8. Barely.
Hooray.
The man's up at like 2.
It's good enough.
Alright, so he comes to, you guys kind of like toss him against this rock over here, river roaring in the background. His hands are behind, back, in front?
Behind.
Behind, okay. He kind of looks up.
Manacled?
I mean, you have 2 sets. Technically, Masterwork Fetters have the exact same stats. So I'd say if you want to put manacles on him as Fetters, that's fine.
Alright.
Do you guys want to double down and put both on there?
Sure.
We can
Okay.
always
Better
reuse
safe than sorry.
It's true. Or as my dad says, better snafe than snarry. It's never given me a straight answer on why he does that, but he does it nonetheless. So he comes to, basically, after you dropped him with that insane fucking holy arrow, he did, like, gradually fade back to human form. What? God. Holding his chest. What did you hit me with?
The Justice of Abadar.
Tries to, like, kind of sit up and, like, realizes all limbs are bound right now. I was just gonna take your stuff, and I didn't want to have to fight anybody. If that one had just done what I'd asked. He kind of head nods at Ludwig.
Well, you didn't really give much of a choice there, did you?
No, he did. He told you to just be quiet.
Yeah, and I said no.
I mean, yeah, but there was a choice mechanically. He's just like, well, he's kind of like panting, almost like dog. Like, what are you gonna do with me now, then?
Are you ready to end your evil existence?
That depends. Did you infect me after the bite?
To forgive the pun, gives you guys a wolfish grin. I don't know. Perhaps you were graced with the blessing of the moon. Perhaps not. Although
Beggars leave, though.
considering you weren't born like me, probably more of a curse.
Well, I'm not sure why we healed him. Should we just put him down now?
I mean, hey,
There's
I
that.
offered it.
Like,
I thought you guys
there.
had questions or something. Okay, yeah, you kind of like, rough muffled with growling.
Well,
If that filthy holy man over there hadn't been here, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Are there any
Sure.
more like you out here?
So, you're telling me you were born with the gift?
Yep. Me and everyone in my family.
Well,
is your
does anyone else know anything about werewolves?
what knowledge would I roll for that?
This would be knowledge nature. I would also say if you would like, kind of 3 checks to learn 3 strains of nature. If you want to do an Arcana check to kind of know about the nature of lycanthropy, you can do a nature check just to kind of learn more about how werewolves in general function, like not the disease, and then knowledge local. You can see if there's any werewolf knowledge around here.
Nature.
All right. 22 for Arcana.
All right. Okay, we'll go. All right. So first of all, 15. That's gonna be enough, Ludwig, for the nature stuff. So you would know that natural-born lycanthropes can pretty much shift at will and have control over their powers. How they live their lives. 15. You would also know that typically they do run in packs. Pretty much for this reason. Like if loners are around, there's the chance they could get picked off of the pack to support them.
There.
Let's see, 15. You would know that with a 15, I'd say it's kind of up for like there's so many stories about werewolves being horrifying monsters and just like killing willy nilly. But you've probably also heard stories of like they're just kind of beings that might be getting a bad rap. And I'd say on 15, you're not quite sure what is what.
Okay.
In terms of the Arcana song, you would know that if indeed Ludwig is infected, the onset would be at the next full moon. There are chances to, like a remove curse spell would get rid of it even if they've already kind of fully become a werewolf. There is also a chance that if you could acquire Wolf's Bane with a skilled enough alchemist, you might be able to cure that beforehand if you can beat the full moon.
What phase is the moon currently at?
I'm gonna roll on a table here. The moon is waxing right now. I'll say a part of the nature checks. You guys think you probably have about 5 days, so like on the 5th night, it'll be a full moon from now.
All right.
Well, that's not a lot of time.
Certainly isn't. Would that be enough time to get back to Bravoy?
To Brevoy? Let me potentially. We would certainly have to use kind of like the pushing yourself rules. Like you'd be running yourself ragged to get there. So you'd have to make some saves versus like exhaustion and stuff. Well, let's see.
At the very least.
I know it's a far way back in the movie. You have to find someone before this even happens.
Yeah. To get into the borders of Brevoy, I think you could just barely make it if you really pushed it, but you might not even then.
So it looks like our current options are try to mad dash to either Restov or just more in Brevoy, looking for somebody that could remove a curse, or find some Wolfsbane and try to talk Balkan into making the salve to cure lycanthropy.
Fair enough.
Plus, he might not even have lycanthropy.
But
Who's
it's
to
still a
say?
risk. Like, is it actually a risk, do you think, or do you think we can handle this?
Well, you were bitten, and generally hybrid werewolves aren't as nice as born werewolves, or
Afflicted werewolves.
contracted opposed to natural.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a natural versus afflicted. So
Yeah.
you if you turned, you'd be an afflicted werewolf.
Yeah.
Tell me, Cornwell.
I would say also the
Where-
22. Sorry to clarify. It's just a form of wild shape, right? Sorry, I just read that. On the 22 song, like they can shift at will. The afflicted ones, it is like a battle to resist shifting as well as like maintaining any semblance of control. Like there's a chance if you're an afflicted werewolf, you might just on full moons and potentially some other times if you're stressed, just go fucking berserk.
Yeah, if you're not exactly willful enough, you can just kind of go insane during full moons.
If you're not willful enough to save, then
So I'm going to ask Cornwall where there's Wolfsbane.
you all right? So you ask him what Wolfsbane is. He kind of like looks up. Still got that like grin across his face. At least until Grellin kind of hits him with the dagger again. What if I cut you a deal? I tell you where the Wolfsbane is. I've seen some growing in the. Well, I won't say where. You let me go.
I'm not exactly happy about letting a pack of werewolves run free, but
That's true. You never know when the rest are gonna show up.
Ludwig, what's your opinion on this? You're the one inflicted, or maybe inflicted.
Do you think you can, hold off through sheer force of will?
I can't guarantee I would be able to. I, I don't know. I've never had it happen yet. So we can risk it. I don't know. It's hard to say right now.
Well, I'm going to say it's up to you because I'd prefer not to let this guy go. And if you think you're okay, great.
I mean, I'm putting you guys at risk more than anything else. It's up to you.
Well, it looks like Avatar's going to protect me okay, so.
Fair.
I mean, he certainly gave you his fucking protection this time. Good lord.
So, your decision, Ludwig.
I mean, I'll try to tough it out. Don't see any harm in that.
Okay, then I'm going to put down the bad part.
You see, you guys see, looking rather awkward. He doesn't really know how to like broach the subject. Ben is just kind of like raising his hand.
What is it, Ben?
The there was this temple we found. Bunch of weird plants and herbs outside. Maybe it could be there. We used to stop off there and grab stuff for Kessel.
Alright. Well, good job, Ben. I toss him a gold coin.
He looks shocked and pockets it.
Sounds like we got the information we need. Sorry, Cornwall.
You see
Just to
his face falls. He tries to like. I'm gonna go. He tries to like one last. He's like straining against the manacles. But it's not doing anything. Go ahead, Grillen. You were gonna say one last thing.
well, you answered it already. You said his face fell. So.
Yeah, he does not seem happy. So you know, whoever does it, one last perhaps dagger, arrow, wolf bite. Cornwall goes down. All right. So, looking at Grelin, would you show Ben your like map you've been working on?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. He.
Well,
Put my
actually,
cards over here.
I'll show him a dummy map, not with all the marked locations, just general location.
Just like topography and like layout, not like this is where the fangberries are, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. He would kind of look at it and he's like, if is that the river where you guys found us? That you guys would know that it is, even looking at the Grelin, you would definitely. I mean, it's your dummy map. You would know that he's pointing at like where you guys found the camp last time.
Yeah. This is where
All right. It's pretty thick foliage. But if we push through to the west over there, that's where we found all those herbs that the boss was making us get. I don't know if any of them are wolfsbane, but yeah, basically it just indicates kind of like points at the forest west of where you guys fought his troop of bandits.
All right. Well, it looks like we have another quest.
All righty.
Well,
Well, go ahead.
do we want to check out this haunted bridge first? We're almost there.
That is true. You guys are extremely close.
I guess personally, I'd say I think this takes priority in case we get slowed down by anything. We want to make sure we get done in the time frame.
You're right. So how far away is it roughly? Do we know?
Let's see. If you guys were to go, let me see, from where you guys are now, basically you'd be crossing into hilly territory over the next few hexes. So the next two hexes, you guys aren't exploring them. Are not going to take time to explore them. I assume one of them already is anyway. So if you're just booking it, that's 5 hours for those two. So 5 hours, 10 hours as you cross into here. That's another 5. Would be at 15 hours. If it's in the one immediately next to it or somewhere near there, looking at around 20 hours of like just riding.
And then we've got to get that back to Oleg's or Bakken's hut and see what
And
they
you would
can
know from Oleg to this guy's old bandit camp that you tore apart. That would be another from the camp, probably another like 10 hours to Oleg's.
Yeah, I don't think we have any time to waste.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, you guys do finish your rest for tonight. And we're assuming you guys are booking it there. But before we start, moving our horse in the right direction, we're about halfway through. I'm trying to do a better job of keeping a timer for halfway so we can do a bathroom break then. So you guys want to take a quick 5 and we'll come back and do the mad dash for these herbs?
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. I'll be back in 5. See you guys then.
hopefully this is my second character I lose to. Well, not lose to, but gets the lycanthropy.
I do love a good case of lycanthropy.
But last time it was natural, so.
Oh well, you know, natural, afflicted. What's a few bloodbaths between friends?
Right?
All right, for all sitting pretty. So next morning is do we have everybody? Do we have both Jeffs? Sorry, yes, I think you already mentioned.
I'm here.
Okay, cool. I
Is
thought I
DJ
heard everyone.
there?
I believe so.
A mad dash across country to rescue our druid friend from the
Right.
evils of shapeshifting.
Hell yeah, evils of shapeshifting. The irony. All right, I'll reveal the next hex. We're not putting any, map markers on it yet, but let's clear that area out. Okay, so 5. So that's 10 hours to get to this side of it. 15 to get to here.
All right, then it's nap time.
Nappy times. Let's see if anything.
Alright. Just for everybody's information, I am preparing Identify to, identify if it's the correct flower, a couple ear-piercing screams, and a shocking grasp.
Okay, all right. Some strategies going on here. You guys are camping halfway into the thick woods over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. As we're making camp, it's gonna be Avon. This is during your shift. I'm gonna make a perception check. First time we've really gotten deeper into these woods. That might actually do it real quick, so you might be good. A 10 would actually have done it anyway, but a 22 will work as well. You guys are deep in the woods right now, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to where you guys killed the boar.
Hell yeah, the boar wood. Ludwig,
Boar
make
section
sure
of the
to heal
woods.
make sure to heal to 21.
And
Oh, and you know what? I can throw a lay on hands too from without using one up because it was the night before.
valid.
Alright, let's go to our tiefling tent.
So you can be, Ludwig, you can be up to full.
Oh, full?
Yeah, because I had several of them left.
Okay. Alright.
And maybe tomorrow it'll stop you. I've literally rolled like good weather the past fucking 3 days, so we'll see if anything changes. Okay. So you hear them coming. Give me 1 sec to get the proper direction. Oh, that's not the right one.
Oh, big boy.
They're probably a little bit farther away than that. I'll bring our bandit over in a second, don't worry. Cool. You see 2 lumbering green things with clubs coming towards you. One of them, one way too loudly. just goes like, "Quiet, we're gonna sneak up on them. Oh, this is gonna be a good smash." So seems to be decently aggressive. Yes.
Welcome, friends. Did you want to come share our fire?
Was it? How'd they know we were coming? You. Charlie points a club at you. I'd say at this point you guys start stirring as they're like,
Well,
first of
that
all,
was the
yeah,
point.
you shouted loudly, and they are now responding loudly as well. You must be some sort of master looker to see us.
Oh yes, I am quite the looker.
We're the sneakiest. That's what I see. You are a looker. I knew it. All right. Well,
So
that's how it's.
you're intending to fight then?
Well, you got two choices. Either you're gonna try to fight us, or you lay down your the other one's like their weapons. Lay down the weapons. We practiced this. Lay down your weapons, and we'll eat you quickly. Otherwise, we'll start from the feet end.
All right. You guys hang on there for just a minute and let me confer with my companion, see what we want to do.
Go ahead and give me a bluff check.
Yeah, can I do anything besides bluff?
I mean, I will say they're not the most insightful of lads, so you might be good anyway. Oh, they rolled a 2 and a 1 respectively. That tracks. All right, you convince them to lay down and get eats. Everyone's like, this is going great. I think you're nailing this. They're just like loudly muttering to each other as you go rouse the people.
You guys ready to buff up and take these guys?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure. Just
We'll cast.
Right.
These are trolls, right?
Yeah, maybe they're definitely trolls.
Big green.
Right.
Even if you guys didn't recognize them as trolls, they're just Ben is just like trolls. They wiped out a lot of us before we made that camp.
Alright, so since this is still technically the day before, and I don't have those things that I said prepared, I'm going to cast Reduce Person on myself and also Mage Armor.
Can I
All right.
All right, there you go. Yeah, I can.
Perfect.
All right, Ludwig, we're going to need fire, so you got that wand, right?
I also have a bit of Burning Hands prepared.
Perfect.
I didn't use my device to use that, don't I?
We movie cut to them talking to like, there's no way they got fire. I mean, they got it in the thing over there, but they don't know about us. Meanwhile, you guys absolutely know about them.
All right, so I'll move over here to address them. It's like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm doing my best, but they don't want to be eaten. Is there any sort of compromise we could do? Like, maybe some of us go, or that? I don't know what to tell you.
Let me let me talk to my friend. Kind of huddle up for a second. No, we wants to eat the lot of you.
Oh, well, then we're probably going to have to fight. Do you guys want to fight today, or should we schedule something for later?
No, right now, we're hungry.
Ah, you're hungry. Well, you guys might not survive this. I just want to make sure that you're okay with that.
Yeah, of course, we're fine.
Okay, but, because I can do... I mean, we're all armed. We've got weapons. I don't think all of you are going to survive.
Yeah, don't you worry about it. We'll be fine. We still got weapons, he says.
Well, okay, but I mean, can you guys handle this?
All right, go ahead. All right, so let's double check their flat. Which left or right? Or I guess yeah, bottom or top here.
Bottom guy.
On one. All right, let me double check their flat-footed. I'm pretty sure it's pretty fucking abysmal. Yeah, both of those will hit. Two arrows bury themselves in his gut. You didn't say we were starting. Get up.
Oh no! We're not starting. That was just a test.
they're like they start roaring in anger. All right, let me clear out our order. Oh, come on, roll 20. Jesus, it's like a weird turn there for a second. All right, yep, go ahead and click your tokens and roll on in. Oh, they actually did all right. All right, let's reorder ourselves. Aven, that's gonna be you, and then the trolls are coming up after you.
All right. Well, I just went. So.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, fair enough. I was gonna say that was got that shot off as a surprise. They're pretty fucking dumb, but if you want to pass it over to me, I will take it. All right. Yeah, they're well. Roll for the guy on top.
Yeah.
You eat that one. I'll get the others. The top one's gonna move up to here.
I'm naming this guy Bert. This guy's Gert.
Oh, I don't want to go Gork and Mork. Some fucking 40k in here. All right. He's moved to there. I am going to. First of all, he just tries to start smashing the fucking tent. It's gonna do 1 and 4 for what square he's hitting. You guys want a. Oh, yeah, let's roll over here. You guys want a 3 because he's gonna crush that square where no one is. Well, fuck it. Oh, that was I did it on a D3, but I'll take it because I'm an idiot. You guys see the tent does collapse around Song and Grellin. Song, you were already small, so you actually get no penalty getting out from under this fucking canvas.
Hooray!
Grellin, basically it'll be an acrobatics check or it'll slow you down a bit.
Okay, can we pause and back up slightly?
Yes.
During the time when I was conferring with them, everybody should have been able to get out of tents and get positioned and.
Yeah, you got your shrink in there. If you guys want to move as well, feel free.
Yeah, I mean, Grellin, did you want to hide or anything?
I will say Ben is just full in the trees over here.
It's a bit of a chance to move, so I'd probably be around front then.
Yeah, I mean, he was stalling for a hot minute. You guys definitely had time to move around. All right, if you're stealthing then, Grellin, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you go into the underbrush. And do they have scent? I don't think they do. Oh, they do, so perhaps. They do not appear to have spotted you in the undergrowth yet.
Song is also going to try to be sneaky with her small size.
Stealth, okay. Oh, same roll, all right. This one, all right. So we got some hidden people. We're spread out. Ludwig, did you move Nico? Is that where Nico is?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, he is just going to charge the nearest target, which is going to be Ludwig. He's going to be with his club. +2 from the charge. Still check. It's going to be like 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you're going to take 8 damage. As he just, whoom, less of a club and more of just like, it's like literally just a really thick tree branch that he tore off of the tree. That's gonna be them. Grellin, what are you doing? You're kind of hidden up in the bushes there, outside of the campfire. too loud. There we go. All right. Sprinting in. Rapier that is going to hit for 6 damage. Bunch of green blood starts flowing out. When this one charged, Aiden, you did see that from your arrows, it is starting to heal itself, but not as much damage as you did though.
Okay.
Certainly are outpacing its regenerative abilities. Let me add this in here. Sneak attack. Okay. In that case, there's no bonus actions or anything. Mini song.
All right. Question: do these guys look more squishy than anything? Like, would people actively benefit from them having a lower AC?
I would say give me like a nature check. So you're not really sure. Like
Don't
they're
that
very.
Can I
I'll
roll
say.
perception or something instead? Since
I'd say just a
what do
straight int check, because they're very big and sizable. But you just don't know like how thick is their hide is kind of the question.
10.
You
Flat 10.
think it could definitely be a benefit.
All right. Then Song is going to sneakily evil eye Bert over here.
It's a 9 on wisdom, so that's gonna fail.
Yeah, so for 7 turns, he has -2 to AC.
All right, let me mark him with. All right, 7 turns. Kind of hard to see with Grellin's name, but got a little 7 on that eye, so we can track it. Are you moving anywhere?
Trying to keep up the stealthy act. No.
Okay. I am gonna give another perception check as you're casting, or hexing, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's gonna be okay. He looks confused as these kind of like sparks start settling over him. He's like, well, what is this? Where's that coming from? But doesn't seem to spot you. Nico.
Nico is going to run around
All
him.
right.
He'll take the attack opportunity.
All right. It'll be 2 attacks opportunities. They do have reach.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we need 2 clubs. All right. Club 1. That's a nat 1. No, thank you, sir. Club 2, however, is 26. So that'll hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nico is gonna take 10 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, best not to get hit.
It kind of lets out like a yelp as just,
Is
as much
Nico
bludgeoning damage as possible. Nico, I don't think he's at bloodied yet. I think the aura goes all the way to orange once they get bloodied.
Cool.
Yeah. Right.
We'll bite him.
Will not quite do it on a 12. Even
14.
with
Flanking.
flanking, bring up to a 14. That's still not going to do it.
What a shame.
Close, but not quite. Ludwig. Sorry, Nico just went.
We'll club him.
That will do it.
Excellent.
Your club, unlike his, yours is like so much more well carved. Now spiraling with green magic. Crack it across his shin. He's like, oh, mine doesn't look like that. All right, back to the top.
We will take a nifty, dexterous step back, and we'll
You're
take
good.
take a shot. You really? Oh, and by the way, I do have Smite Evil on, so if he's
Yeah, you
not
could have
evil,
activated
then,
while you're talking.
yeah,
You feel, is this with the smite damage?
yes.
Yeah, I mean you feel it take effect.
All right. Yeah.
15 is just shy. They like 1 away. But the first one
That's
does
all I
hit.
got though.
I will say this one, he's below bloodied. He's taking a lot of hits.
You're still okay over there. These arrows aren't knocking you down too much, right? You
Just
still got a
let me
healthy
eat
appetite?
you! Alright, that's gonna be their turns. So they, wounds start sealing up. However, let me see. Yeah, bottom one does not heal up enough to go back above bloodied. So still bloodied on the bottom one. Alright. Now that he's not charging, he's gonna make two freaking swings here. One at Nico, and basically just like he's not using cleave, but he's just kind of spinning in a circle, making two attacks. One on Ludwig, one on Nico.
All right.
All right. Nico is a 21.
No.
Ludwig is a 24.
Yeah. Ludwig hits.
All right. Nico dodges out of the way as the massive club kind of just cracks some tree roots under him. The other one will hit you though for another 8. And then top guy, Grellin's gonna be 2 on you. All right. That's gonna be a 15 and a 25. I assume missing a hit.
Yes.
All right. In that case, you're gonna take 10 damage. They're rolling pretty hot right now. Club slams in you for 10, but then it goes to your turn. Grellin, what you doing?
Not much.
What?
I said not much because I can't use sneak attack.
All right. You do have the free action to heal if you need to, but up to you. If you want to try to stab him anyway, that's your call. Does not seem to pierce his hide, however, on an 11. Song.
All right, I'm gonna go in with the good old-fashioned glitter dust, centered on this vertices right here, so it should just barely catch both of them.
Yeah, 10-foot radius from a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that'll work. It's basically like these 4 squares, like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find out.
See if it can make that will save.
Both do, unfortunately.
DC 7.
They rolled a 19 and an 18 respectively.
Wow.
They both it like is going toward their eyes. They both like start sniffing like, what's that? And just inhale all of it, just kind of sneeze the glitter onto the ground. All right, as their glittery bogeys hit dirt, that is Nico.
Hey, we will attack again.
Go for it. Oh, there it is. Not to be, left behind in the fight. Nico goes in with a devastating bite. Go ahead and make a check. It's possible to get a bonus from being one size higher than you, but that is taken into account in their stat block. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. 25. Needed a 23.
Oh, nice.
Jaws latch onto its legs. Right, what's going? Whoa! Boom! Earth-shaking thump as this one hits the ground. All right, this one's prone.
Perfect.
So Ludwig, your roll is at a +6 total right now from prone and that. 30, yeah, that'll fucking do it. All right. So as it hits the ground, your shillelagh crack splits its skull open and it goes down.
Nicely struck, Ludwig. Well
Thank you.
done.
All right. David, that's you. You see that this one is down, although you were, readying fire.
Yeah. Sorry, just a second.
No, you're good. Let's see. No perception. You can like see like his wounds are actively starting to close.
Long shouts from the bushes. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Oh, well, I will take a shot at the other one then.
Whoa. First one won't hit, but 23 absolutely does it. This guy is still looking pretty healthy, though. He's not taking a lot of damage yet. Alright. Big guys. Wounds start to close. Bottom one is going to come back up. As his head is still, literally his head is still partially open. You can see a bit of brain, but he starts to, lever himself up a little bit. He is real dumb. He's going to full stand up. They'll provoke an op attack from the two of you.
Perfect. Nico first.
Gotta play the trolls to their strengths. And by strength, I mean weakness, so being dumb. That'll miss. Ludwig? That'll do it, though. Just exact same spot. Crack his skull again. He goes down. And he's unconscious, so automatically he's falling prone. Let's get the negatives correct here. Okay. The top one, however, now is at 6 rounds of Evil Eye. What penalty is Evil Eye giving him on this?
-2 AC.
-2 AC? Okay. In that case, he's going to take... he's going to take one swing at Grellin, then see his brothers down, and is going to try to turn another one around toward Ludwig. Grellin, that is a abysmal 14. Ludwig, that is a 14 as well. Roll the same number twice. Lashes out at both of you guys, but smaller targets are darting all over the place. No one does that to me, brother. You're all gonna be snacks, and it's gonna be slow eatings. Grellin, that's you.
I'm gonna throw dirt in his eye.
Gonna put a little dirt in your eye.
Little dirt is eye. All right. Dirty trick. Let's see if this succeeds. Alas, you get a good handful of dirt. Just doesn't go the distance. Doesn't make it. His 13-foot tall frame, dirt just doesn't get up there. All right. Do you want to 5-foot step or anything like that? If not, we'll toss it over to Song.
Alright, Song is going to scamper over in her reduced form over to here and cast a Burning Hands in this direction. So the cone should just barely catch him, and
I believe it does, yeah. Yeah, that'll get him. Fucking hell.
Perf.
Boom. Flare goes forward. 2 reflex saves. Both are gonna fail. They both take 9. Bottom one. is so negative anyway, but as both of them have fire wash over them, you see their wounds stop to close. The one that is still alive is like, wait, no, hold on, that's not fair. You're not supposed to do that. Alright, Nico.
We will run up to here.
Hell yeah. It will provoke just because of reach, run through the 10 foot. That is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, Nico is going to take 12 damage.
Oh,
Alright. Then, as
Boom.
an immediate thing, he heals 1d8 plus 3 since he's gotten below bloodied.
Alright, drop below bloodied. Oh, hell of a roll.
Nice.
Whatever broken bones are there seem to, like, kind of re-knit themselves. At least partially. You should be at 13 now. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But just because he took an op attack does not mean he can't still do his stuff. Go ahead. That'll do. Let's see if you can topple this mountain as well. Not quite, yeah, not quite this time. Get off me, little dog. Ludwig. 'Tis you.
Little 5-foot step in. Or
Go for
you know
it.
what? Sorry, we'll go there.
Okay.
That's still flanky, is it not?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
That'll do as well. Knock it off, all of you! He is not quite blooded yet, though. Alright.
All right. I will
Monsieur Paladin.
Take a step over there and loose a couple more arrows. Ooh,
Whoa,
those are not
those
good
were-
rolls.
Those were, what is that, 2 2s? Goodness
Yeah.
gracious. The arrows, you're kind of like very occupied looking at this guy. Like, he's not, is he healing? We're good. The arrows go a little bit, over this guy, unfortunately.
Wonky.
Alright, let's see this. So that's going to be his turn. He's not regenerating anything additional right now. He is going to take 2 swings. Let's see. Well, actually, he is going to actually 5-foot step this way and take his first swing at Song for deigning to use fire against them.
Such a small
yeah.
target, can they hit?
What's your new AC with the small size?
20.
Or 20? It'll still hit.
Nuts.
These guys are... if they got something, it's muscle. You are going to stay up, but he whacks you for 13. Just like, about 4-foot diameter club just smashes into this, 2-foot high tiefling right now.
Ow.
Oh, their song.
And accidentally, or maybe intentionally saying the activation word, heals 5 HP.
Ooh, does not bring you quite back over bloodied. I don't know why it triggered the fire that time. That was interesting. Alright. That was his first swing. He is going to try and whack one of the other 3. Who's he going for? That is going to be Grellin, yeah. Forgot my own number for a second. Alright, that's going to be a 19 for Grellin. Alright. Same thing as Song. Take 13 damage. This man's just folding tieflings at the waist. Alright. Drops you to 3. Grellin, that is you. You do have the free heal because you're once per day, the once per day hex.
Coolio. Back up to 10.
Alright, not quite over bloody, but you do get some stuff back as that bluish hex magic kind of stitches your wounds together. And you are most assuredly still flanking. Unfortunately, that won't do it, though. Let me mark down this guy's evil eye turns. 5 left. There you go. Okay. Back to Song.
All right, let's see what I can do. Song is going to take another 5-foot step over here.
All right, you're out. Yeah, you're out of reach. You're good.
Then try to cast pox pustules on him.
Gross. Fucking witch nonsense. All right. I will say Fortitude is like the only save they're good at, so we'll see. Oh, that might actually still fail though. Let me double check. They will pass. Their bonus. I didn't realize their bonus is plus 11.
Nuts. That's a
Yeah.
high bonus.
They're pretty good. Like their other saves are abysmal. That one's pretty good.
All right. Well, their AC is still lowered, so I still call that
He's
a
like,
plus.
the feels a bit itchy. Why aren't you squashed? You're so small. Nico.
Gotta squash me harder. Come on.
Bite it again.
Oh my god, another max bite. Alright, bringing him down to bloodied. As your teeth sink in, let's see if we can pull off another... So close, but that's not quite gonna clear it.
Wait, does lowering his AC affect combat maneuver at all?
I don't believe so. I think they are effective... Oh, let me double check. Is it a separate stat?
Base attack bonus, strength, and ability score. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling up as well. Yeah, so it won't bring it down, unfortunately.
What a shame.
However, it did bring him below bloodied, though. Ludwig, that is you.
Black up, step in, whack him again.
Go for it. Twirl the club over your head and then smack across the other leg that Nico has not bitten. This guy's starting to look pretty bad. What were you saying? Oh, I thought someone was saying something there. Anything else, Ludwig?
No, that's everything.
All right. Back to Avon.
All right. Hopefully we'll do better this time. Yeah, that's better.
Those are both better. Let's see. All right. Boom, boom. 2 more shots sail through the air. One of them takes out his left eye. The other lodges in his chest. This guy looks like he is on death's door, swaying about. My damn eye! I'll kill you for that. Just after that little poncy thing over there. He's going to 5-foot step and try to wax on again. That is a nat 1.
Hooray!
You duck out of the way. You hide behind a remarkably strong log, or hide under it, perhaps. One of you is going down. This is going to be either Grellin or Nico. We'll do evens odds. Grellin, that is you again. That is going to be a hit. Grellin, you, my friend, are taking 12 damage as you are knocked unconscious and are bleeding out. The club hits you again. You try to do a acrobatic dodge out of the way, and you just hear most of your ribs just fucking snap.
Oh.
All right. He goes down. Sorry, I didn't tab over. Grellin, go ahead and make a Constitution save. So with your bonus, then subtract 2. And we'll see if you can stabilize.
A what save?
You roll like your Constitution score, and then you subtract however many negative points you have. So you would be at what's your con modifier? Two. Okay, so basically it's just a flat D20. This will determine whether you are bleeding out or not. You are still bleeding out. Go ahead and tick off another point of damage. You're now at -3. All right, Song. That is you.
Song's goading and stepping actually had a deeper plan installed. So she takes another 5-foot step back, and now out of range of her allies, casts another Burning Hands.
All right, hell yeah. Boom. Another wall of fire races forward. Most assuredly does not pass that reflex save. And with that last little bit of fire damage, the arrows catching a light in his eye socket, troll number 2 topples to the ground. Boom. And we are out of combat.
Then I will rush over and lay on hands.
Sprint over. Holy symbol in your hands, alight. Yep. Bring it back up to +2.
Abadar, bless this evil tiefling with healing. 2 more.
Alright, well fought. Some dangerous guys, but we took them down.
I can do 1 more. There we go.
Hands are just so bright right now. multiple heals. Hell yeah.
Slung drops another heal on Ludwig real quick. And is now officially out of spell slots. Good thing that we're going back to bed.
Oh,
It's a louder sound cue than I thought that would be, but
I know it's louder. Jesus.
it's supposed to be just an exciting victory noise. Didn't know it was that hot. Gonna tone that one down a little bit.
So Ludwig heal up to 20. And then
Okay.
we're off to bed. Song returns back to normal size.
Alright, yeah, let me fix you really quick, hold on. There you go.
Wonderful.
Well, that's not my preferred way of spending the night.
Well, having my ribs cracked isn't exactly the best experience. I'm gonna go take some rest.
Yeah, that
does
was
anyone...
a huge blow.
Yeah, that was literally like full to do around that club. Alright, so does anyone have any final healings to do? If not, since some people are still down, I have to make some heal checks to see how much we're healing here.
Yeah, that's mine. I mean, we do have some potions if need be.
Yeah, but I think we're fine just healing checks
right.
at the moment.
If that is the case, everyone who wants to be bandaging up their wounds here, make a heal check. On a 15 or higher, you'll heal double your level. Otherwise, you just automatically heal your level for night's rest. Yeah, so Ludwig, you heal 6.
Excellent.
Grelin, you heal 3. That's the song. Alright. And then, I believe...
Ludwig, I think
There we go, yeah. I was like, oh my god, is he bleeding out? I believe you can make a heal roll on animal companions, since obviously he has no thumbs. Alright, well, that's gonna be a no. Nico kind of just like limps off to lick his wounds over there.
Yeah.
I believe animals, it'll be equal to his hit dice, I think? Yeah.
Yeah, so at this level, that should be 2, right?
I believe so, yeah. So at the very least, he'll go back up to 15. Alright, we're going to complete the rest of that sleep. Bring us back to the overworld map. So you guys camped out over there by your horses. According to, Ben the Bandit, should be just east of you.
All right.
Or
we
sorry,
head there.
west. Excuse me. All right.
Yeah.
Let me reveal that hex. Directions, man, they're crazy. All right. So here's the thing. He's pretty positive this building you're looking for with the herbs near it is somewhere in this vicinity.
Does that
That
mean
being
this
said,
hex or near this hex?
like this hex. That being
All
said, what he is not positive where exactly in the hex.
Then we will begin to explore.
All right. So obviously, the quicker you find it, the better. So everyone, go ahead. This is going to be perception check. So you're definitely looking for this is man-made shenanigans, not naturally occurring. I mean, yeah. Song and Grellin, you guys are kind of like blazing a trail here. You're gonna get the herbs for your druidic friend, and you guys are able to spot what looks to be the shattered remains of some kind of temple up ahead.
Before we get closer, let's get everybody healed all the way up.
Yep, be my guest. Go ahead there.
How many potions do we need to use up?
We'll just use that healing
Sorry, I
box on her.
can. Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say if you need me to, I can tab back to the map to look at health, but you guys have them on your sheets. I'd be a foolish thing.
All right, so we got 9 cure light wounds. Let me know how many we use.
Nico needs probably 2.
Okay.
But those are just what, 1d8?
1d8 plus 1? Or
Yeah, 1d8 plus 1.
These are the ones. These ones got from Boken.
yeah, among others.
1d8 plus 2 is usually the ones that you would have been gathering from the various locales in this section.
Okay.
Okay, so Grellin used 1, so
Grellin, I think, is using his hex for the day. He was saying.
yeah.
So we've only used 2 potions?
1.
One so far.
Just 1 for Nico?
Yep.
Okay. Is that it? Is everybody healed up?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right. In that case, I spent a lot of time lining up maps for Kingmaker, but this one is pretty much spot on. The up and downsies kind of fucked me a little bit because they obscured everything with forest. However, pretty good, pretty spot on. I was pretty proud. All right, we're gonna bring us over. You guys are approaching from the east side as you find the remains of this temple. So I'm gonna zoom out here. Go ahead and put tokens over to this side over here, kind of just beyond these pillars, and I will read you what you are actually seeing. Oh, sorry, my internet being weird there for a second. We good? Okay, we're good. All right. So, as you guys arrive, you can see there is a clearly man-made. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's for yet, but about like wading pool depth. Like if you stood it, it'd be up to your ankles. You see there are all these different collapsed pillars around, leading to a set of shattered stairs. Another row of pillars. Beyond that row of pillars to the west appears to lead into a cave. It's a bit too dark to see all the way in there right now, though. As we're actually investigating here, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Song will, as we're approaching, just constantly be casting Detect Magic.
Detect magic, okay. First of all, with the, let's see, we got a 15, 21, and a 20. On those three, you guys see a lot of it's too smashed to make out, but there appears to be various like religious looking iconography. It's gonna be perhaps like snippets of prayers and common that have been smashed. But if you wanted to learn more as you're examining them, it would be a knowledge religion check. All right. And then, do you have knowledge religion, Avon, or no?
No.
At the very least, if just as a priest or a holy man of sorts, if they pointed it out, it would appear that these are holy signs of Aristil.
Ah,
Indeed.
well, then I sound all knowledgeable when I point out these are holy emblems of Aristil.
Right. As you guys are looking around there, on the 20 and 21, there are plants scattered around here. It looks like there are a weird amount of foliage growing adjacent to the cave entrance itself. Like there's an overhang of rock. You think normally it would be a pretty poor location for these plants to grow. Surprising amount of natural growth over here.
And so the cave is to the north?
To the west. Basically, I'll reveal a little bit more there. There's like another line of pillars, and
Okay.
then it appears that like that platform starts to go down again into a cave.
Okay.
You could also just
Alright.
ignore the stairs completely. There's also like cave entrances over here and over here.
All right, so I'm going to start moving around and exploring. I'm not really looking at the plants. I'm looking for any dangers.
Yeah, same here. Me and Nico.
All right. Not looking for a plant. You're just looking for any danger specifically.
Yes, specifically
Okay.
danger.
You all see as you're careful looking around here. It'd be a nature check to see exactly what. You begin to look at all the ruins. Some of them look knocked over more recently, like the exposed areas aren't, no like lichen or anything growing on them. You start to see claw marks. On a 25, Ludwig, you examine the spread and the depth of these claws. It would appear to be some sort of grizzly bear has been making its lair around here.
Ooh.
Do you share that with the rest of us?
I do. Hey guys, just looks like there's a bear in the area.
Ooh.
Well, there is a big cave there. I wouldn't be too difficult to reckon that one is holed up in there.
Most likely, yes.
Well, then we should advance cautiously.
All right. Go ahead. It is still pretty bright, like daytime out here. So once you guys are a bit closer, I'll say by the pillars, you can go ahead and make perception checks, as the cave will effectively be dim light. I'm gonna reveal a bit more of the cave now.
How far up? About
About closer to this like second layer of pillars, basically, because that would put you at about within 20 feet of the actual entrance. I'm gonna reveal from that angle, you'll be able to see a fair amount of the cave here, except for some of the side chambers. It is still dim in there, so you can't quite match it up perfectly. Go ahead and make perception checks. Yep, already on it. Okay. Let's see. 16. Nico. So everyone's gonna see one thing, and then Nico is gonna start growling and turn her head towards another location. The first thing that strikes your guy's eye, in the center of this cave, I'll pass this to you as a handout in a second. there is a enormous statue. The plinth that it's on, already about 10 feet of carved stone. Then the statue itself is about another 17 to 20 feet over that. And this is the statue that you are seeing.
You know what, guys? I think that's Aristone.
Could be. All right.
Interesting.
On the 16th, yeah, so you see this, deer-headed figure. Looks like the statue maybe once was painted, but is now, covered in moss and stuff, very faded. No one has done any upkeep for a very long time. However, with that 16, Nico is going to sniff out this location. And give me 1 second. That is not the right one. There we go. Okay. You see a strangely mutate. I'm gonna make it bigger because I don't have a handout ready for it. But this bear seems to be strangely mutated. Teeth growing farther out of its mouth. It is currently kind of snuffling around. If everyone wants to go ahead and give me a sense motive, it is kind of just roaming the cave right now. It is large size, by the way. I'll shrink it back down.
I would also like to take this opportunity to detect evil on it.
You do not detect evil coming off of the bear.
By the way, Song is currently pointing her detect magic over at the various foliage on the overhang. Do I detect anything?
You don't detect any magic, but now that you're at the overhang, if you would like to make nature checks, see if you have what you're looking for.
I do not have nature as one of my things.
Well,
we'll resolve that in a second, but the 17 and 19. So 17 gets you the first thing, 19 is going to get you the second thing. With a 17 Song, this thing is partially blind. Probably not all the way, but its vision is certainly limited. On a 19, Ludwig, you've seen other bears in the woods. This one is hitting its head on the wall and making scratches for no apparent reason. This thing looks to have gone kind of insane. Something's wrong with it. This is not good bear behavior.
So, yeah, guys, something's up here. This is not right. Bear's definitely off.
So we kill it?
That's probably the best humane thing to do, yeah.
All right.
All right. Damn it. I mean, hey, you guys do you. All right.
I'm going to point my detect magic at it. Let me see if it reaches.
How far does detect magic reach? 60 feet, right? I think you might be a little outside.
If I get just a tad bit closer.
Yeah, you're 65 right there. You have to get even with Avon or in front of him. Yeah, there you go. That's good. You see, there is a weird. As your eyes glaze over, you've seen many different magical auras over the years. The aura surrounding this bear is strange to say the least. It's kind of this shifting white light, almost like mist, that is waxing and waning, growing in spots, shrinking in others, just kind of enveloping this creature. If you would like, you could go ahead and make a spellcraft check as you're watching it.
I sure would like to. 29.
It would appear to be akin to some sort of like transmutive effect, like transmutation. However, you're on a 29. You're very positive that it is not of arcane origins.
Alright. Well, there's at least some magic over it. It's not arcane. It's either divine or natural in source. Whatever is making it insane currently is probably not of its own volition.
So we kill it?
I will say as you're deciding that, from your positioning, once you got basically one square farther forward from our leading to right here, then we're going to start making stealth checks if you're trying to sneak up on it.
I would
Well-
like to roll initiative.
I would like
Right.
to buff up first before we start this.
Okay.
All right? Yeah, you have time to cast some buffs here, and then we'll roll into initiative. I'll clear our order while you're doing that.
Well,
Are
I
we gonna
think
need
your
light?
turn is done.
It is dim light in here, so you should be good. I believe. Let me see the penalty. I can't remember the penalties exactly for humans.
I can cast light on your bow if you really want it.
I
would
want
like-
light on the bear.
Let me get the.
Let
How
me
big an object can you cast light on? I think it's like something. I don't know if it's. I don't know if large size. That'd be a very bright bear.
Let me check.
On the bear's tail.
It's an object. Yeah, I don't think you can do it on a creature, can you?
Object. So yeah, it can't be a creature.
Okay, so those of
It doesn't
you.
say what size of object touch. So I could just like
Usually I say, something like something you could physically hold, like not like a whole like stone pillar, or anything, like something that your character can carry. That's my general rule of thumb. For those of you that have dark vision, dim vision's not going to matter. Dim light. For those of you that don't have it, it's a 20% miss chance unless you can light it up.
Yeah, I'm casting light on my club.
Club, okay. Don't
I
have
could cast
dynamic
light
for
on-
this map.
I could cast light on some of your arrows so that if you fire it into them, the bear to be bright.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead.
I hold out one of the animal bane arrows.
I will enchant that up with some light magic.
Oh, the animal bane arrows. Fuck yeah. Alright, yeah, baned and glowing. Then I'm just gonna give you a little. Oh, it did not like me doing that. Alright, well, we'll measure. That's fine. I see why it's doing that. Too many cooks. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Alright, tracer rounds. Jesus. Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll in. I'm gonna add this weird looking bear in here. Let me double check his bonus. Okay.
Love me weird looking bear.
Alright, let's get into our actual order here. So, Song, that's going to be you up first.
Alright. You said it's mostly blind. I'm going to try to aim to make it fully blind. I cast glitter
Fully
dust
blind?
on the bear.
Alright, give me one sec. Okay. Is it fortitude or will? It's a will.
It is
Okay.
will save.
It does fail.
Hooray! It is blind
So-
for 3 rounds.
It is blind for 3 rounds. You said. Okay. Anything
it
else?
also gets a save at the end of its turn.
Yeah, it gets to save at the end of its turn, but nothing more than that. Song, is this like a ledge?
Yeah. So you can either go down the stairs, or this is about like a 10-foot drop.
That sounds like enough height to get an advantage. Song is going to move over yonder, and then her
Okay.
turn.
All right. The bear is. Go ahead and Song, you went first. We'll see if you can do this. Song, go ahead and give me a D100. This is going to determine what direction the wind is blowing here. Like, is he getting a benefit from the scent or a detriment? Okay, he is getting a benefit here. So I'm going to give him a perception check. Let's see what happens. Blowing to the cave. That is a bad roll. He can smell something is up here, but being fully blind, he is going to move around in the cave, just kind of zigzag back and forth like that. And that's all he gonna do. Grellin, that is you. And I'll just do a quick. I'll mark where the statue is, so you don't have to stand on it.
Is that a gargoyle?
It is just to. I didn't want the white from my picture that I had of the statue to make it look bad, so just so you can still see the floor. All right, Grellin, run up, throw the dagger. That is gonna hit. Add sneak attack. It is fucking blind right now. Okay. Dagger sinks into it, lets out just a loud fucking bellow.
Did you roll another save at the end of its turn?
Oh, end of its turn, yes. Thank you for that. Was DC 17?
17.
Okay, it will make it that time.
Alright, so you don't get sneak attack. It's no longer blind.
That is true. I will get back to the health. It's kind of looking over at Grellin. Now it's Nico. Go ahead.
Rage. Um. Yeah. We will make it up to the. Oh, sorry. It's down there. Okay.
And this is a 10 foot down.
Oh, it's 7 foot down. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you could roll an acrobatics check for Nico. Basically, 10 feet's only 1d6. Successful 15 will negate the first d6 of falls.
Yeah, acrobatics then.
Okay, so take a d6. If you want to move to stealth, I will remove the damage you did to him with the dagger, because yes, he would have been, he would have started looking around at you guys. All
It
right,
would have been unglittered.
unglittered.
No, still very glittered, just
Yeah, I
away
guess
from
still
his-
sparkly, but enough to see. Nico takes 6 falling damage. But that is the straightest route to the bear. This is a large-sized quadruped. It does not have reach. So if Nico is trying to run here, it's not going to off attack it like the trolls did.
Awesome. Yeah. Still make it there
So
though.
leap down, kind of yelp, little yelp as the ankles hit the ground a little too hard. But well within your movement distance. Unfortunately, as it gets close to this strange fucking creature, sorry, lost my train of thought there. It's gonna turn around and start roaring at Nico. It is a little scary.
Man, you turn that music down.
Yes, sorry.
Not really loud again.
I need to make a list of just the different tracks are at different volumes, which is what's messing with me. Just make a note of this one really quick. Okay. That is Bravery and Barovia. Go ahead and turn that one down. All right. In that case, tis our archer, and you still have the Animal, Bane, Arrow, lit up.
Yep.
This does count as an animal. It's a +1 arrow as well, so there's a +3 to hit from this arrow, because Bane automatically gives you a +2.
All right, and then one more for height.
Yes,
And a
you
fire.
are on the freaking like high ground over here.
Fire 2 of them.
Those will both hit. Are you? Were
So
both of them those?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So sorry, I'm just totaling up damage here. So first one was 15, second one was 12. Okay.
Yep.
Unlike a normal grizzly, it seems like this is perhaps its hide is thicker than normal. These magic arrows are like cutting through that right now. With the Bane effect on them. Any movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm in a 5-foot step to there.
Okay. Yeah, kind of working your way past the pillars. Ludwig, that is you.
Alright,
Oh.
and you.
Hey Ben, how many Bane arrows did we get?
6.
You got 6.
All right.
Yes.
You will double move to there.
Okay. Taking the stairs is part of the double move, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright, you start running to get in range. That brings us back to the top. Song.
Song is going to move on over here because the bear was literally just out of range.
Okay.
No wait, this
Ooh,
this
excuse me.
this is a bear. It don't have a mind to affect. Just gonna yell at the bear.
Okay.
Ear piercing scream.
It is good at fortitude, but I believe it still takes half, correct?
And that it's not supposed to only take a d6.
Yeah, that's definitely not correct. Should be 3d6 right now.
No,
So-
2d6 because it's 1 per 2 caster levels.
Oh, per 2, yeah, okay. So it's initial one, okay. It is not bloodied yet, but as you see, it looks worryingly unconcerned as like blood trickles out of one of its ears.
Chain.
It's gonna start attacking Nico. This is going to be let me double check because it's got these weird things in addition to it. Okay, so this is 2 claws and a bite attack.
Yep.
All right, I'll just roll them all at once. This is gonna be the claw, the bite. All right, let's break it down. Claw 1 is 22.
Yep.
Claw 2 is no, that's like 15. It's not gonna do it. And then the bite is 21.
No.
All right, so claw, but not the bite. So claw first. That's gonna be 9 damage, and it is going to attempt to grab as part of that claw. But I assume, well, 15. Does that grapple?
No.
Okay. Tries to grab on Nico, but does not succeed. That is all it can do. Grellin. Alright. Run up to there.
Nice.
If you pass this square, then it is going to take a swing if you pass from there. Where'd my die go? There it is. Oh god, that's atrocious. You're good. Got like a 12. That was almost as bad as it could do. It goes for a claw. You kind of power slide underneath it, come up and stab with the rapier. Back to our wolfish friend then. Oh, sorry. That was my bad. I double clicked. I will bring it.
Oh,
Wah!
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit, absolutely. So 9
Or 9.
damage.
Nico could take a 5-foot step to start flanking with Growlin.
I'm gonna be there in a minute.
Right. Well, yeah, it just Ludwig already gave it the attack order anyway, so that's kind of what it's acting on right now. From its tricks. That will hit. Go ahead and did you roll the? I didn't see the CMD roll or CMB roll.
Oh,
Oh, that's that. On a normal grizzly, that would do it. Not on this grizzly.
damn.
Yeah, he a thick boy. I will say though, he is bloodied, so that's good. Haven, that is you.
I will move there. I believe I'm still out of range for point blank. And I'm going to fire 2 more of the Bane arrows.
That's 35 feet. Okay. Go ahead and add the d6s on there. So first one. Okay. And then math. Okay. This thing, it's riddled with those gold filigreed arrows, but it is still up, and it looks bad.
Tough creature.
Ludwig. Yeah, I mean, this fight would have been way harder without the animal bane arrows.
What there?
Taking out, there's lots of different interactions between possible tasks in this book, and that's definitely one of the benefits. Like if you can take out Tuskgutter before this bear. Oh, what a run up. Yeah, that absolutely is going to hit. You run up, boom, crack it across the ribs. As you do, it kind of whirls around. It is still up. Those of you who are close to it now, you can see the wild look in this thing's partially cataracted eyes. And you see that its mouth, it is foaming at the mouth. Alright. Back to the top. That's song.
I want this guy to go full cataract. Glitter dust centered here,
Alright.
which shouldn't catch any of my buds, but should fully catch the bear.
He will still know where they are from scent, but I believe he does still take the mischance. Yeah, he just knows what square to go for. Okay. I doubt he'll get this a second time. Oh, but he does. He's not going to be blinded today.
Come on, alright. Song will start moving around. And then end her
Look,
turn.
on the bright side, if he goes invisible, he'll take a minus 40.
Minus 80 at this point. He's double glittered.
I don't know if they would stack, but yes, he would be very... She's very shiny right now. Truly, his fur is caked. Alright. He is... Let me just double check. Per his tactics, he's going to try to eat... Well, not eat. He's trying to take out the already injured one. So he is going in for Nico. First bite. 21 does not hit, right?
Correct.
So, nat 20, but a 21 does not confirm.
Ooh.
Yeah, could have been bad. Could have been much worse. All right, Nico is gonna take exactly 9 damage though, which is gonna bring him down to the disabled condition. It auto X's them out at 0, but we'll know that he is up. It is going to go ahead.
Boy gets a heal.
Oh yeah, go ahead and give him a heal because that'll affect. He'd probably swing at Nico again if he gets healed. But the trigger is when he's bloodied, right?
Yep.
All right, he's gonna go in for Nico again, seeing him get back up. Oh, gonna miss the second claw. Does he get the bite off here? Yeah, 25. That gets the bite off.
Yep.
All right. No combat maneuver shenanigans from bites, but he is gonna take 7 damage. So dropping him to, is it -3? I think.
Yeah.
So he drops him unconscious. However, that heal did force him to use all the attacks on one target, so he has nothing left to throw at Grellin or Ludwig. Brings us to Grellin, who is now flanking.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So total is going to be, Jesus Christ, 19. Alright. So, as it whirls around to you, Ludwig, foaming at the mouth, spins to its right, knocks Nico unconscious. Grellin, as it's focused on the two of them, you lunge forward with the rapier. Take that perfect side-on angle lunge of a pro fencer. Your blade sinks in and pierces its heart. As you pull the blade out, you all see that white mist that you were seeing, Song, with Detect Magic. It gradually becomes visible to all of you. You see its mouth open, and instead of like the you've been hearing, you hear a surprising human-sounding sigh of relief. As it collapses to the floor, the mist entirely shrouds its body, and when it blows away, you see an old man looking up at you, cataracts in his eyes. Looks like he has lived well beyond any mortal human's years. And he smiles as he crumbles away to dust. No, the trophy! Fuck!
Oh.
Alright. Everyone give me a perception check as this man fades away.
Someone want to heal Nico?
Before Nico is next, so if someone wants to, Grellin can do it, but Nico doesn't have fucking 4 Constitution, so I imagine someone else can get in there.
Lay on hands.
For those who are watching, we're curious how kind of I know someone's asking a question about Pathfinder. Basically, he's got to be equal to negative his Constitution score before he's dead. But yeah, you run over the healing hands, lay on hands, your paladin shenanigans strike again. He's up. Grellin, Song, and Avon, and Nico. Oh yeah, Grellin. You told me you got to duck out early to do some IRL stuff that needs doing for sure. But you'll be here for one last reveal. You hear a weird sound. Some of you have probably heard it before. It sounds like the wind blowing through a field of crops, like corn and wheat. As you see the breeze kind of change. You look out over the stairway, and you see that there is a faint green glow shining up from beyond the stairs over here, almost like a spotlight. If you were to guess from positioning, seems like it's coming from the water.
Well, I'm going to go check that out.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Yeah, as you guys crest the ridge right here, let me remove our combat thing. We don't need that anymore. You guys can see that the waiting pool in front of the temple is glowing this bright green, and it's very much like it's the green of like fresh sprouts and like growth in spring. It looks extremely inviting. Nothing like poisonous green or anything like that. As you guys look upon it, you feel a certain sense of peace wash over you.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go check it out since it's some sort of religious miracle.
I'm gonna go cast Detect Magic on it.
Yep. You are detecting. Seems like I would say it's kind of a mix of enchantment and conjuration auras, pretty powerfully around this fountain. You going spellcraft trying to figure it out. Since you're actually like investigating it, Avon, per the rules of this book, you can make a perception check instead to see if you kind of like, examine the water, maybe like scoop some up, see what's going on. On a 5, you're not going to know all the properties for sure going on here. I will say, though, your skin is kind of tingling in a similar way to how it does when you lay on hands as a paladin.
Hey guys, I think it's some sort of healing.
So you want to give it a test, feel free.
You know what? Me and Nico are gonna head in the pool.
Nico starts to kind of lap some of it up. Oh, you like just fully walk in? Yeah, okay. You see, first of all, weird thing is like you have wounds. As the blood kind of billows out in the water, it does like fade away. It's like not besmirching this pool in any manner. First thing that happens is Nico is going to heal for 14 health. Ludwig, you heal for 7, but I'm pretty sure that puts you back in max.
Yeah.
Your wounds fade away.
Hey guys, yeah, you're right. It's healing me.
Additionally,
can I get any more?
Yeah. So from that
specific
24, 24. So you would have identified like kind of the conjuration aspect of it was like it is effectively doing like a cure spell. In this case, it is cure moderate. It does have an additional effect. First of all, we'll add an extra needle to the cure effect. Basically, you're only able to do it like once per 24 hours. Additionally, the first time you accept the gifts of this pool, for the next 48 hours, you all would have a +4 sacred bonus on attack rolls against animals. With the 24, you know that ability is only like once a week. Sorry, I should clarify in the chat, but yeah, for 48 hours.
I will let the party know this.
All right.
All right. Share the information. Nico and Lily, you guys have kind of already accepted that, so you have that bonus for the next 48 hours. Up to to you two.
I'll have
you
some
get it
too.
as well. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of like dip your hands in this. It's a hot day, but the pool is cold, and maybe next session I'll roll not great weather for once. Legit, I've rolled like the best weather pretty much every time. All right, you kind of scoop it up, drink some out of your hands, and yeah, you feel like almost like your bow slung over your shoulder kind of like vibrates a little bit as it I think you would, even without like a knowledge of religion, just you would know the very basics about Aristotle, the most prominent gods in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bow is sacred to them. That makes sense to you.
Yep, my family, they're Aristotle worshippers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would know a lot.
I don't really want to taint this magic or whatever, since it seems to be holy in nature with my infernalness. So I think I'll abstain from drinking some of the magic water for now.
All right. So next, I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but next fun thing I will say, with the defeating of this bear, and whatever he actually was, that is another task completed on our checklist here. You guys will be able to level up to 4th level now.
Hooray!
You have done enough tasks in the lands.
Nice. All right. So can we explore this, or do we need to wait till next week?
That feels like a pretty good stopping point. I will say, if we want to just say, I will roll to see if anything's interrupting it. but I think you could probably finish out the day. Yeah, nothing in this area is getting close to that bear. Yeah, we'll say you can finish fully exploring that hex. So let me bring us back over there.
Was there any more loot here at the temple?
Oh, you meant exploring the
Yeah.
temple.
Yeah. I was gonna check
With your
the-
perception checks, that was the statue and this like crazy pool, and then the
Yeah, I'm
um,
going to go check the merbs.
yeah, with your nature check from earlier. Now that you're not fighting the bear, you do see that the dangling stuff off that precipice that you were interested in, song, that is the wolfsbane.
Hooray!
So you're able to harvest some of that. Now the only problem is getting to Boken. So at this point, by the time you guys finish, assuming you finish searching this hex first, unless you want to go straight to Boken, it would have been
Nope.
2 days.
We're not going to explore this hex. We got to get to Boken.
Right. Yeah, basically you get about this far in. I'll add the temple symbol in there saying that the temple is essentially under where that horse is. Turn back around. Are you trying to cut through the dark one or just kind of go back the other ways?
Just go back.
Let's just go back the other way.
Right.
We,
In that
we
case,
know where the crossing is.
Okay, so how long until we get back till the full moon?
3 more days.
Well-
Yep, you'd be able to make it back today. Okay, sorry, I was counting up hours last. You're asking how long till the full moon?
Yes.
3 nights from now. So basically, by the time you guys arrive, it is effectively night. So not tomorrow night, not the next night, but the night after that is when the full moon is. Let me bring us over to the trading post then. All right. So you guys come back in, and luckily for you, Boken is still here. Looks like he is, like a song, you'd be closer to the gate at the moment. Looks like he's just fucking bothering the guests and telling some tall tales. You see Svetlana's like talking to Oleg, and she's like, "Can't you?" He's like, "I know, but like, he's the only fucking potion maker around. Like, what am I gonna do? Send him away?" What do you guys do?
Ludwig?
Well, I'm not against taking this, but I still want to see what happens. I would like to see what happens.
Oh. Well, if my understanding is correct, if you don't take the potion beforehand, the potion doesn't work anymore.
So mechanically, this is from the old. This is like an old splat book they had that it was from before this AP even came out. Basically, it was like a book on Gothic monsters for Pathfinder, which is where they added in these rules for the Wolfsbane. So yeah, you are right. Mechanically, if unless he takes this Wolfbane's concoction before the full moon, it won't be able to remove the curse.
Right. So
if
if
he
you
takes
weren't going
it
to do it,
afterward,
there was no point.
Whoa. Doesn't
hey,
Wolfsbane
he
just
saved his
doesn't
temple.
doesn't just give me a new fortitude save?
No.
It'll.
That's what I read here.
I'll double check. I mean, from my understanding from that, oh god, I already closed that PDF a minute ago. I will say it also gives you basically a bonus to maintain control if you shift as a afflicted werewolf.
So it does cure me or it doesn't cure me? Like,
If you haven't, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't turned yet, it'll just straight cure you. If you have turned, the rules from the book that I'm using is that basically it helps you like maintain control. So essentially, when you turn, you make a will save. This gives you a good bonus to basically be fighting like a natural born werewolf, whereas normally you just kind of lose control and go berserk. Mechanically, it is a +5 to your will save to not lose control.
I mean, that's not
And
bad.
would he need it every time?
Yeah, it would be like an every time thing. And then I believe, let me just double check. There are other situations where, like, if you take enough damage, you might shift as well, apart from being on a full moon. Basically, if you take a Wolfsbane concoction, like, it lasts a whole day. So, like, basically, if you took it in the morning and someone did cause you to shift against your will, you would have that bonus until the day runs out.
Okay.
But it is a relatively finite resource. I would say, like, what you guys gathered there, like, there might be some more growing. You could go back. You probably have enough for. I mean, I'll roll for it. Boken would tell you, I mean, assuming you show him the goods, you probably have enough for like 3 doses of this Wolfbane concoction.
Now, is there a spell I can use to grow more?
To grow more?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I hadn't even thought about that as a solution.
Isn't there an equivalent of plant growth? And
There's plant growth. Let me see. What is plant? So vegetation. Can you choose a specific one? Plant growth kind of just makes a wall of plants. This seems like druid shenanigans.
Yeah.
What I might do is, if eventually you do get to the point where you could cast plant growth or a similar spell, it's not the word as written intended use. You would probably have to make some sort of check to like will the magic to grow the right plants.
Right. Okay.
So potentially, but even then, it still would be like a finite resource. It'd be hard to do.
It is a gift from God to nature. I mean, I don't really want to give that up.
I mean, if that's how your character wants to accept it, like that's.
Yeah, I think we're going that route.
All right.
So
In that
you're
case,
okay with the chance of losing control completely and attempting to slaughter everyone near you?
Well,
I imagine probably chain yourself up first or something, right? What's the plan?
Yes. I would obviously chain myself up, do the right precautions. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I think this would be an interesting gift to explore.
Okay, well, we do have manacles.
I mean, you did just buy 2 masterwork manacles, so even Wolf Ludwig might have a pretty fucking hard time breaking out of that. I will say. All right. Well, I mean, at the very least, you can still ask Boken like for the doses.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that still, and then if it could help me to control my transformations, that'd be great.
Yeah, it comes over to you guys. Yeah, if you show him the Wolfsbane. Oh, a Wolfsbane concoction. I haven't made one of those in many moons. If you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll also tell the group that we've already encountered one lycanthrope. There's gonna be more. He said there's more out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Boken will be like, all right. This is actually pretty quick to brew up. Probably by tomorrow morning, the 3 doses. 3 doses. And then he like kind of leans in like of Wolfsbane. All right. So you'll get those in the morning. Mechanically, I mean, you guys sleep in here. You're not gonna get jumped. So I would say if you want to just add those to your inventory, 3 Wolfbane concoctions.
Yeah.
He kind of just like the regular Wolfsbane as a plant is like still good. He's just like adding some extra alchemical nonsense on there.
Yeah.
Powders and other herbs and what have you.
Powders, poultices, the pestles.
Yeah, Oh, he's got the sweetest mortar and pestle. Like, you wouldn't believe it. All right. That being said, I mean, that's a pretty good stopping off point. We're gonna get our level up. Because you guys are resting, so you get your level up before anything bad happens. Does anyone else have anything they want to do in Oleg's? Actually, one last thing. you guys would see, as you are having this conversation with Boken, you do see another traveler stagger in behind you guys. I was keeping track of these days, almost forgot that. Staggers in behind you, like almost right as Oleg is like closing the front gate. He's like cutting it a little close there. Oh, sorry. I got a little caught up in the beautiful sights on the way here. You can see this man come in, and after your encounter you guys just had at the temple, you look over him. He's wearing like very basic like brown monk robes, like priest robes. And you can see that he has a not fancy, but a large wooden carved holy symbol of Aristil hanging on his neck.
Mm. Well, I go and welcome him. Welcome to the Stolen Lands, follower of Aristil.
Oh, thank you. He holds out his hand.
Yeah,
Name's
shake it.
I'm Jode, Captain.
Pleasure. I am Avon Medbet.
Kind of gestures at your chest, like you're a follower of the Lord of the First Bank of Abadar.
Yes, I am. And this is Ludwig. He's a druid.
Well, master of the druidic arts. It's
Yes.
a pleasure, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
So what brings you out this way?
I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome, but he kind of looks you guys over. Listen, could I perhaps? Are you all for hire? Are you mercenaries? I know you're a holy man, but times are tough in the Stolen Lands.
We've been helping out some people with tasks around here. What's going on?
He kind of like beckons you guys over to the side next to the stables to, leaves Oleg Oleg's like kind of closing up, locking up for the night, but waves you guys over here. I am, as you said, a member of the priesthood, but I have been kind of like looks up. You see he's like choking up and has some tears in his eyes. Like I have been all but excommunicated from the priesthood.
Tragic.
You see, my village, there had been horrible killings of late. And I gathered a mob together. I stormed the home of the man we thought was a werewolf. We thought him responsible for the killings. Looks down, he's kind of like he's like grasping the wooden holy symbol like so tight that his knuckles are turning white. It wasn't until a few hours later that the true killer was caught. It was a warg, an intelligent wolf playing tricks on us. I was sent away after that.
Intelligent warg, you say?
Yes, I don't know if you've ever had the misfortune to come across them, but almost like a dire wolf, a huge beast of its size, but it's cunning, it's canny. Sometimes they even speak to us. From what I heard, this one laughed as the hunters put it down.
Oh, it's dead now.
It is. It is. But there's I prayed to Aristil, old One Eye, and he showed me a path to redemption if I could make it through the terrors of the Stolen Lands. He showed me a temple long since corrupted, and well, if I could go there, cleanse it, then that's where my dreams end. But hopefully I will be at least
An old
better in
temple,
his eyes, if not the priesthood. What was that? The temple?
an old temple of Eristil lost in the stolen lands. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, there was in the vision there was
A
a
pool
statue with
and a giant
its arm
statue.
snapped off.
Anything else?
There was I couldn't see it through the fog of the dreams, but some sort of creature yet guards it, pollutes it.
Well, I have some excellent news for you.
He like
We
has been
just
like kind
got
of looking down at his feet. He looks up at you. Yeah.
we just
What?
got back from a temple of Eristil that we found, and we killed the beast that was guarding it, and the pool was purified, and everything's all good now.
What? You see, he kind of like reaches his arm out, and if you don't stop him, he's kind of like reaching towards your chest. Do you let him?
Yeah.
He kind of touches you, and um, your chest briefly glows green, in tandem with his amulet. You've been touched by the god. The temple's clean.
Yep.
I he like collapses on his knees, just full like prostrates himself. The task is done. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I've been a holy man of some years. If you ever need my spellcasting services, you have my support for life.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very generous of you.
He stands up just like, and he was holding it back before, but now full tears. Although he is smiling through it.
Okay, this is getting a little bit awkward.
Sorry, sorry, my cat just shoved over a box of minis. That was not called for, sir. He was just like, sorry, you're right. I'm gonna go grab a drink from the proprietor over there, but
Yeah, that sounds
my
about right.
services are open to you, and I hope we talk more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometime we can take you out there and you can see it.
I would like nothing more. And he, Captain walks away. Yeah, it was a weird. I'm keeping track of different events on different days on the calendar. Yeah, it was a weird interaction where you guys were able to clear that temple. Basically the day he arrives. So mechanically, he is right now he is a 4th level cleric of Airstill. Variety of spells you can prepare. Anything on the cleric list that he can cast as that level cleric. He'd be happy to prepare for you guys. The only difference is if it's something with material components or have an actual price. He's full impoverished holy man right now. He has no fucking money. You can see he's going over to get that drink. He's literally bargaining with Oleg. He's like, is anyone hurt that I could heal? Just for an ale or.
Song just kind of sighs, goes over to Jod and lends him a couple copper and silver.
Has to hold back the tears again. It's this is the best day this guy's had in months. All right, cool. We'll call it there. Yep. Go ahead and you guys can get your level ups for next time. Any questions or anything before we call it?
Yes, Ben, I need a new character sheet, please.
New character sheet?
Yeah, I have all shaped now.
Fuck. Okay, I will add one for you once I wrap up here. Yep.
Yep, sounds good.
All right.
So many
cool beans.
Ludwig, so many sheets.
All right. Well, I will see you guys next week.
Yep.
And watching, feel free to stick around for an ad, but that was a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Doodles.